How's it going? Hey guys. Hopefully you can hear this right now because I don't have my mic anymore and I'm not going to be using it because it just doesn't work all that well anymore. Like, it was giving me problems last time, remember? So I'm not going to do that. But we have something new today and it's going to be really exciting. What it is we're spinning the wheel. This is for the priority of this video is going to be for the new subscribers, of course. That's what I did last time too, and it worked pretty well. You know, I want new subscribers to know that they're welcome and they're gonna get a reading for sure. And then returning subscribers, I love you guys so much, and I don't want you to regret subscribing. So we have this little fun thing that if you put your name on this wheel, then we're gonna spin it, and every 3 readings, see if you win a reading, okay? And for everyone else, there'll be $5 donations. And but for new subscribers it's going to be free, and then of course if you're an old subscriber or returning subscriber, then we're going to put you on the wheel and see if you get a free reading anyway, okay? So let's see. Oh shit. Okay, Jen is here with us tonight, which is exciting because she's awesome. Everyone loves Jenna. Yeah. Oh, Phantom Punk. I haven't seen you in forever. Okay. Hi, Rid. Hi, Phantom Punk. Hi, Cat in the Box. Hi, Angel. Hi, Emily. Hi, Jack. Oh, yeah, and also, I forgot to tell you, Jenna. Last time I did a live, I had 3 people at the end who I said I would do a reading for sure next time. And these are new subscribers, though. So, but now they're not going to be new, but I still told them for sure I would give them a reading. I don't know if you could read that. Niraj, Taylor, and Patricia. Okay? So let's, if they come over, then let's let them know that I did not forget about them. Okay? Okay, so Emma right now, what she's doing is adding you guys all to the wheel if you're returning. I don't know if Angel's returning or not. I can't remember if you're new or not. Let us know if you're a new subscriber because we'll get you your reading right away. That's what we want to kind of make a priority today. Hi, Eleventh. But if you're a returning subscriber, please, I don't have you on there, Angel, on the list because I remember specifically adding these people to the list. But if you're new, then, you know, you already have priority. And the thing is, I don't want anyone to think like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have subscribed, like, why, you know? So, because I do appreciate you guys and love you guys, and I'm so glad that you're here, like, all the time. That's awesome. You know, so I want to put you on the wheel and make it fun, you know? Sounds so enthused. I think it sounds fun. I don't know. Bye. Okay, any new subscribers, let me know, and we will get you your reading right away. And for now, I guess we could just spin the wheel, right? Oh, I didn't forget, Loveth. I've just been doing a lot of shit, you know? But yeah, no, I need to send that. I still have it on my phone, actually. Like, the window is still open for the reading, for the chart. Okay, so we'll do Angel, and then we'll spin the wheel, okay? Unless we have somebody else. What we're going to do is, like, 3 readings. We'll go back and forth between... For right now, since we don't have any donations, I guess we can go between, like, the wheel. I don't know if that's going to work right. I don't know, I guess we could just wait until we have new subscribers. But we have Angel. So, because I just want to make it a priority for them so that they know, you know how like when they come on and then they're like, oh, the list is closed already, like, okay, I'm out of here, you know? So I just don't want it to be like that, you know? I want them to know, like, they have a chance to get a reading. And, like, actually we're going to, like, try to make theirs the priority, you know? But, of course, returning subscribers definitely are important, so I do want you guys to know that. I want you guys to get your readings, too, you know? And I'm just shuffling away. So Angel, what's your, yeah, I think we've established that you're fairly new, right? So, go ahead and post your question. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Jenna. It's on the dryer. Sorry. Hi, I wonder what are Eliza's current feelings for me. Eliza, I think. Current feelings for me. What is the outcome when I tell her my feelings, and when will I see her again to tell her? She's a Libra, I'm a Gemini, if that helps. Okay. So we'll look into like what she feels like. What's the energy there? What does she feel about you? And you know, we'll get the energy around that to answer the other questions. Got like a 3-part question here, so let's see. What can you tell us about this Libra in regards to how they feel about this Gemini person? Or wait, yeah. How does this Libra feel about this Gemini person? How does this Libra feel about this Gemini person? Haha, look at that. Libra. That's the Libra card. Interesting. So let's see. So this person's feelings for the Gemini person. Okay, so it's like they want you to come in, or they picture that, or they think that's, you know, that's definitely in the thoughts, in the realm of their consciousness about the whole situation. So I feel like, yeah, it would be favorable. I think it would be accepted. It wouldn't be denied or rejected. It seems as though they're feeling the same way. So can you guys hear me okay, by the way? Let me know. Obviously, I think you'd let me know if I wasn't being heard, but just let me know. Okay. Okay. And we have the Leo card, but also strength. So, strength. So it's kind of like, yeah, maybe a committed situation, a strong bond. Okay. So it's funny because earlier when I was shuffling, I got this for you, and I just put it back in the deck. But this is one of those situations where it's coming out again. So, it's funny how you see that in the beginning. You usually wouldn't think you'd see the Tower in the beginning of a situation. It's actually like this, I'm sorry. So you see how it's in the beginning of the situation, and then it's talking about this new beginning, this new start, and it's very exciting, you know, something new and exciting and adventurous, but after the Tower. So it's like weird because it's like something about this situation transforms you in a really big way, and then you're off to a new start. So I don't know if it's like you guys knew each other before, and then now like it's gonna become something, you know, it's transforming into something else. But I feel like it's a pretty big deal, like the reason that it's transforming. It's not just like some little thing. It's not just like, oh, we changed our feelings. Like, no, something, maybe you guys both in your personal lives, it changed. And then now it's like you see each other again and it's like something else than it was before, because you guys have both transformed. Or maybe that's the core center or reason why this relationship is going to take place, you know, if it is. I mean, it seems like it will. It seems favorable to take place. I think that you'd be good to go about, you know, asking her out, because that's obviously talking about love, you know, somebody coming in and offering you something. I don't think that, it's almost like she feels like that's going to happen or would want that to happen, you know? So I think that's definitely a good idea to do that. That's air as well, and you guys are both air, so be honest. You know, this seems like a situation that like starts off very quickly, is very adventurous, is very exciting, and at some point there's a big fucking thing that happens. Like, it's almost like a karmic, it feels like karmic, like there's a reason, like the purpose for it to even happen is because it's supposed to transform you, or it's going to change your life in a really drastic way. So whether that be good or bad. I don't really see it being bad though. It doesn't really, nothing here is saying that it's like bad or negative. it's just a big fucking deal. You know what I mean? Like, it's a huge deal. It seems like a very intense, almost like there's a purpose for it to happen, which is, everything has a purpose, but, you know, I think honesty will be a good thing to keep, you know, to make sure that you're honest and make that a priority in this situation, in the relationship. Also, there could be a little bit of a lack of emotional expression, like, you guys, like, the intimacy, it could be a little cold or dry or kind of just, like, very, like, mental energy instead of, like, emotional or, like, very in-depth, you know? It seems like it's more, you know, air, just very in the air and just very, like, intellectual instead of emotional, you know what I mean? And then we have the King of Wands, so we have King of Fire and King of Air. So, I feel like one of you is more, obviously, more, like, fiery than the other one, and I feel like it's her for some reason. But basically this is saying it's a relationship based over honesty and also, like, being straightforward with each other, like, not lying or beating around the bush or being confusing, like Neptune. Like, don't be like that, you know? This is, like, straightforward, honest, cutthroat, and also, you know, you guys will take action when appropriate, you know? The fire. It's like you're gonna make moves. It's not just like you're gonna sit there and think about it, you know? You're going to actually do what you need to do to make the relationship work, which is good. So yeah, I feel like it'll be favorable, and it will be, for some reason, some kind of big ass, I want to say transformative situation happening, you know, like something is going to occur, and maybe you guys will be together a long time. With the Strength card there, it's like, you know, I feel like you'll have strength within the relationship, so maybe a more committed, not so short-term situation. Hi, Danny. Hi, Cheryl. I'm good, how are you? Okay. Alright, Danny, what's your question? The Magician. Yeah, I see that she's new. Yeah. Did you have a question, Danny? Is that Danny? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could look into that, but let's try to focus on, like, one question at a time, you guys, because it gets kind of, like, a lot after a while, and people want to know, like, you know, what about this, what about that, and it's like, okay, well, you know, one thing at a time. Will I ever get over Dylan and be happy without him? Hi, Solange. Okay, so. Oh, no worries, Angel. It's not like that. It's just, you know. You don't have to say sorry. Okay, I feel like Dylan was doing something sneaky. Is that true? Because I just saw the Seven of Swords flip over. So that's, you know, it's even harder to get over a situation like that when somebody's not, like, being straightforward honest with us. So, you know, because then where does that leave you, right? It's like, I hope it's a good angry outcome. So, of course, I mean, I want to say of course you will, but, like, I'll let you know what the cards have to say about it, because obviously there's some kind of message they're going to have, as always. But, yeah, of course, Angel. Thanks for the question. Okay, so, Danny, here's the thing. I feel like he did something sneaky, or was being kind of, like, underhanded, shady, like, not really being straightforward with you about things. And, yeah, exactly. So if you have that ambition, then obviously that's gonna take place at some point. It just has to be, you know, you have to accept, basically, what you're feeling, and that means to accept that somebody hurts you, which is difficult to do. So, like, on a wholehearted level. So let's see what the cards have to say. Any advice for you? Because I already know that the answer is yes, but, try new things, do new things, like, and I don't mean people necessarily, I mean, you know, could. Some people think, like, getting under or on top of, or whatever the saying goes, you know, getting with another person is, helpful to get over another person, but, I mean, that's not necessarily the case. Like, I don't really think that's good advice, but, some people it works, but I think this is just saying, basically, you're gonna have new beginnings. You know, there's going to be many new beginnings for you. So try to take those on. Try to accept, like, if people want to invite you to things, or, like, not even necessarily dates, but friends, and just exciting new things, you know? Exciting new things and adventures and fun times and just, like, experiences. Be willing to do that. Because you're you know, I feel like you'd be surprised with the things and people that you meet when you're doing those new things, you know? But be careful, of course. Be safe. Okay, so let's see. Anything else you want Danny to know about moving on from this person? How do they, like, what's some advice for them? What can they personally do to help themselves now, at this time? What can they personally do to help themselves at this time? Self-care. Genuine self-care. Like, no, like, the King of Cups is a very genuinely caring energy. It's like, you just know that person does not want anything bad to happen to you, and this is what you have to do to yourself. You know what I mean? You have to be that for yourself. You have to just be there for you. And sometimes it takes a while, you know? It's not like it's gonna happen overnight. It's just not, you know, it's just that way. That's how it is when we get our hearts involved in a situation, you know? So just be patient with yourself, you know? And know that it's not gonna be overnight, and know that you just have to honestly, like, be there for yourself. Like, not that no one else can be or will be, but just don't put yourself down, and don't be thinking like you deserved that or it's your fault. Like, negative self-talk, no. You know what I mean? It's been 9 months. It feels like I will never be the same. Right. So, you know, a lot of times when that happens, it's because you're not accepting something about it, you know? Because if you were accepting about it all the way, then it would be a lot easier to get over. Maybe you were dealing with somebody who was, like I said, pretty sneaky. I don't know. It seems like a pretty fucked situation. So I do feel for you, you know? And it's like, I don't know how to stress it enough, you know, accepting it, like, that somebody did that, yeah, I don't accept it, yeah. And that's the problem, you know? I know it's hard, but that's the thing that's gonna keep you, you know? His sneakiness was the cause. He ghosted me, yeah. So, yeah, so it kind of just leaves you there, like, why did you even do that, you know? Like, what was the point? What did it really mean? And all of that, yeah. That's so dirty and not good. So, all you can really do is accept it. Like, really, even though it hurts and stuff, like, what you have to accept at some point is that you deserve so much better. And I know that sounds cliche. It kind of is, but it's true. Like, that's the thing that you have to realize, is that, like, even if this person comes back, you're not gonna even go for it, because you know already, like, ew. Like, why would I even, really? You just think you can just, like, that's hilarious. No. Like, I know I'm way better than you. Not, like, better, but yeah, I mean, seriously, it's just, you just have to know that, like, you have to accept that this person, you thought they were all that, and they were great to you and stuff at first, but then, like, they did this, and now it's like, why would you accept that back into your life? You know, even if you want to, you just gotta fake it till you make it. Just keep telling yourself that. You know, but seriously, at some point, you have to realize, like, that you are better than that, you know? So, it will become easier when you realize that, you know? Yeah, the thing about it, too, is, like, don't search for another person just like that, you know? It's not like that. It's not, that's not gonna help you get over it, you know? I mean, for some people, they think, yeah, maybe it does for a second, but, like, really, it's not really about finding another person. You're running from you, you know? And you gotta stop doing that. Another person's not gonna be able to fill the void you're feeling, you know? They're not gonna be able to fix you just by being there. So you gotta be there for yourself. I know it sounds cliche as hell, and it is, but it's true. So, You know, I would say, like, don't even look for another person yet until you're really healed and ready to just, like, not even need somebody, you know? Like, it's a good, like, you have an opportunity now, like, you're single, so, like, work on you, you know what I mean? Is that what you think? To me, that sounds ridiculous. Of course you will. You know? I guess I get what you're saying, but the thing that you have to realize, though, is, like, it wasn't really a good connection, you know? Because it was, but look what it's not now. Like, you deserve better, and so it's just like a conscious choice of, like, yeah, it was, but now look how they acted, you know? So they don't get to have me again, you know? Like, of course I'm gonna find better, because I'm not going to get with somebody. Like, you can't really control what people do. Like, maybe someone would do that again, you never know, but, like, you will find better just because you know you deserve better, you know? So it's like, you're not gonna settle for something like that or think that that's all that you deserve, you know? Yeah. It will get easier with time. But also with conscious, like, telling yourself these things that are true, you know? Like, don't put them on a pedestal still and think that they're all that great, because they really aren't. If they're doing something like that to you, you know? Yeah, I know what you mean. A lot of people feel that way. And maybe that's true. I can guarantee you it's not rare, though. Not to say that it's not special to you, but it's not rare that people do shitty things like that. And I think that you need to understand that, like, you will have better. But you need to know that you deserve it in order to think that that's even true, you know? So. Anyone new here? Any new subscribers here? And returning subscribers, we're putting you on this wheel. And we're going to spin. I think is this the third reading? Yeah, I think it is the third. So after this one, we'll spin. Yeah, okay, the Magician. How does the user CT, the Sagittarius male, think about me? We had split after a really bad breakup. I left because it was bad. We hadn't spoken for 3 years. I'm healing, working on me. So how do they think about you? Okay. How does the Sagittarius feel about the Magician? How does the Sagittarius feel about the Magician? What do they feel about you now? Like, what is the situation, the connection between you? What do they see it as? How do they view the situation? When thinking about you, what is it that comes to mind for them? What do they see about you? What do they think and feel? So either they see you as a person who they can't read very well because you're in your head a lot, so it's difficult for them to even understand you or where you're at. So that makes them not know where they're at with you. Or it's that they're very in their head about this and you basically won't know where they're at because they're in their head about it all the time. Which is kind of weird for a Sag, but the thing is, like, emotional communication is not their strong suit. But it seems like somebody's very in their head about the situation, so it could be them or you. Maybe they're viewing you like this, but is it buffering again? That's so lame. Okay, cool. So let's see, let me go further though. 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, Knight of Wands. So I think this is them, because I don't think you were feeling this. This seems like them. So for them to feel stable, it seems like, very Sag-like, to feel stuck in a situation, confined, and like basically like you're being restricted or something. Like they're very much, they don't want to be in this corner. They don't want to be like restricted or held down or held back or like forced to do anything or like to have to be in any place for any certain amount of time, you know what I mean? So it's seemingly them feeling like this, which would mean to me that basically their stability overall, like complete stability, 10 of Pentacles, so like all the way around when everything is complete and they feel they're most stable, they don't want to be stuck, and they don't want to be committed. They don't want to have to be in any one place for any certain amount of time. You know what I mean? So it's not even really personal. It's like, that's how they view it, because it has nothing really to, well, I mean, I'm not gonna say it has nothing to do with you, but I feel like that's just the way that they are, you know what I mean? Because when we're talking about, like, how do they feel when they look at you and think of you and your guys' situation, and they're talking about, like, not being committed and not being, like, to feel stable, they have to kind of not be committed, or they have to kind of not be feeling stuck, and for them, stuck is commitment, or, you know, not every Sag is like that, but a lot of them are, or so they say, right? So it just kind of seems like it makes sense, like, for that sign especially. Like, I feel like that's definitely talking about them and not you, especially because you're asking this question, so obviously you're not having a hard time committing, you know? But, so it seems like they just feel confined, and they're not really about that kind of a life, you know, or situation, you know, romantically. Aw. Aw. Say hi.
Hi.
I told him you're my best friend.
Yeah, I look crazier now.
Well, get ready and come back.
Okay, I will.
You're okay. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
Love you.
She just brought me some dinner. It's like, what the hell?
Love
She's awesome. Love you too. That warms my heart. That's so cool when people do stuff like that. It's like, fuck, okay. Now I gotta top that. No, I'm kidding. Now I gotta do something back for you. Which is cool, you know. Ox mode. Is that like Oxnard or something? That's what it sounds like. That'd be cool. Okay, so who are we on, Jenna? Oh yeah, we're gonna spin the wheel, right? Yeah, I know what you mean. Completely understandable, and he liked his freedom. Hi, Emma. Or Emily. Emma. Jenna and Emily. Mixed. The cats are sleeping right now, and I don't want to wake them up. But this is what she made for Din Din. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh my god, it smells so good. No, yeah, now it's spin the wheel time. Woo woo! Drum roll, ready? Ready, you guys? Do it with me. Jack Frost. Woo! Woo! Everyone dance around. That's what we're gonna do every time. Okay, ready? So Jack Frost. Oh yeah, and if you're not here, then we're gonna skip you. So that would suck for you if you were not here, Jack Frost. Doesn't look like you're here. Where are you? Hi, Az. Or AZ, or I don't know exactly how to pronounce that, but if he's not here, we're spinning again. That's kind of the whole point. Okay. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Alright, so we're gonna spin again? Yeah. Alright, ready? Emily! Right on. Yeah, that's cool. Are you picking? Are you spinning the wheel, Jenna? Oh, Jenna! Oh, oh. She's doing it. No, okay. Okay, Emily, what's your question? You guys are too funny. I feel like there's somebody that's possibly coming in, and the reason. Oh, okay, perfect. General. So, no, you're fine, Jenna. You're fine. I'm just kidding. Okay, so the thing is, you kind of like. So there's a reunion possibly happening, right? Four of Wands. The thing about it, though, is like you feel stuck between, like, do you want to give any more to this? Whatever, like, we'll figure out kind of like maybe we'll figure out who this is if we can find out. But like you're kind of like stuck between like, okay, like, sorry, I was reading the comments. So you you know, you're stuck between like, do I want to give anything more to this or not? Because first of all, you feel like you're kind of giving more, and then second of all, the person's like shady and kind of sneaky, so you're like, do I even want to like risk giving any more energy to this? You know what I mean? So it's like you're just kind of like in this position right now of like, you know, feeling stuck doing that, or trying to figure out like, what do I do? Should I do this or not? Should I give any more energy to this person? Because I know in the past they've been shady or sneaky or just like taken from me or done something underhanded to where I can't trust like them at all, because I just know that they're that way. And so it's like, why would I? That's why. And I'm not saying that this is like, okay, if somebody's like that, it's kind of like, fuck them, you know? But like, I think this is in your mind why you feel like it was something really strong at one point, very connected at one point, and that's why you even question it. You know, why you even question why you would let somebody back into your life at all, like, that's doing that and are treating you like that. And that's why. Because basically, yeah, because basically that's what you feel like was there, and maybe it can happen again is what you're thinking, you know? So, yay! Instantaneous, yeah. Just know that, yeah, she's got you down big. Thanks. Sorry about that. I don't know why you can't see her. So yeah, just know that like manipulators, that's something that, you know, they have the power to do. Not always, I guess, but, you know, it's like that love at first sight thing they say isn't really real, right? Like for some people, I guess they believe it is. But the thing is, like, love takes time. You don't just love a person you don't know. But sometimes you feel like you do. But it's like, really, it could just be charm, love bombing, you know, manipulation, basically. Something trying to make you, you know, like, we're soulmates. It's like, how do you know? Like, you don't, like, I just met you, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like that thing of, like, what are they doing and saying to get you to feel like it's love, at, you know, like, or not necessarily that you said it's love, but you said it's an instantaneous, like, connection. But it's like, why, you know? Like, look deeper into that, because you might reveal, if you're able to see it clearly, that it's really just charm. And then when that's all said and done and gone, like, you know, their sneaky Seven of Swords attitude, we saw each other for 7 months and things were left up in the air. Right, so that's why you're still stuck on it, of course. Because that's, yeah, that's never, we both never felt that way for someone. But then you gotta ask yourself, like, why did they do that then, you know? Why is it up in the air? But that's probably what you're asking, right? You're like, why? Why? So many things. Why? Because it's left up in the air, and that's what's not cool. And so it's either that the person is, you know, too much of a coward to really be straight up and tell you what they're doing and why they're not, you know? Why leave it up in the air? If they feel that way, they can be straightforward with you. That's what you deserve. That's what anyone deserves. You know what I mean? You knew we needed time apart, but why is it left up in the air? Why did he not give you that respect? You know what I mean? So it's really like, yeah, you could have had a connection, but is this person not even going to give you the respect that you deserve in telling you what the fuck is up? You know, that's not cool. Now you're left wondering what the hell. It's really just not, that's not cool at all, you know? I mean, especially for somebody you never felt that way about before. Like, what's their problem? That's fucked up. That's not even right at all. Like, that's totally not cool. Now you're sitting here confused, and it's like, so. Let's see, if this is like a good, like, what's for her highest good, for Emily's highest good? What do we need to know about the situation, about her future with it and her decided actions? Like, what is she going to decide to do? Or, like, what would be the best thing for her to do? Obviously, whatever the cards say, and this goes for anybody, whatever the cards say, like, whatever you feel like is right for you, go ahead and do that. And whatever you feel like isn't right for you, go ahead and don't do that. You know what I mean? No matter what the cards say. But I'm just asking because it is a tarot reading. But I'd like to know for your highest good, like, what is, should you even waste time on this, you know? I have a feeling it's going to say no, but we'll see. Sometimes things happen. People change, and they get their head out of their ass, and they realize they're doing something wrong, and they change. But let's see. For your highest good. Leaving it behind? Moving on? See, the thing about this card is that they are not, like, so, like, I'm just gonna leave this asshole, deuce it, you know, they're, like, sad about it. It's not easy to do, and it is hard, and they are hesitant, but they're doing it anyway, you know what I mean? Like, they are doing it. So, I mean, it seems like it's better off doing that, and, you know, we can ask why, and I feel like the answer's obvious, you know what I mean? Right. I think we all have this problem with, like, no offense, like, it's not like you have a problem. I'm just saying, like, I think we all have this thing in our mind, like, everyone in the world, like, we think, like, somebody's, like, affection and attention, like, yeah, we all want that, but it's, like, really, we focus so much attention on that, and it's, like, if we don't have a relationship, we feel like, you know, like, it's, like, we're not good enough or something, and really, that's not the case at all. Like, sometimes you just need to work on you and be happy with that. But, like, you know, I don't know, because you're like, I have a lot of other guys that, like, want my attention. It's like, that's great, you know, but then it's like, is that really what you need right now, you know? But that's up to you. I'm just saying, you know. I feel like a lot of people are trying to, like, fill the void, you know, and just have someone. And I feel like a lot of people do that. Like, it's not just you. It's like so many people do that. Even pushing people away. Is there a reason for that? I mean, I don't know. It's like, we can go into this way deeper, but I have a transit that's going on right now that said, advice is not well received, so I don't know why I'm trying to push that. But, plus it's your personal situation. I have no idea what your life, you know, so I should just stick to the main question at hand. That's cool. Yeah, a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't do that, which is pretty good. That you can, you know. So that's cool. But it seems like, you know, it's best left in the past for some reason. You know, you never know. Maybe if you, like, move on from it and they sense that, maybe they'll, like, switch up, but who knows? Maybe they won't, you know what I mean? It just depends. But I'm just saying, like, maybe that's part of what it's saying, you know? Hi, the sunny side. Woo! Everyone go and subscribe to the sunny side. Everyone go and subscribe to their channel. It's a really cool person right there. You guys will love their channel, their readings. Go check it out. Spread the love. Show some love to them. Yeah. Okay, who's next, Jenna? I know there's been quite a few people that have come since then. Hi, you guys. Alpha, Namrata, Kay, Auntie Murda. Auntie Murda. I know who that is. El Tigre. I need to switch my other account to see him. It makes me cry. Who are we at, Jenna? I feel like we've had quite a few people come since the last reading, so I don't know who's next for the new. Is it Solange? Oh wait, I'm stupid. One, you sent me two. Yeah. So that's a big thing in your life right now, huh? It's like, that is a big, but it's holding you back. See, that's the thing. Like, I would hate to see you waste so much time on it because it's really just limiting. You know what I mean? And so, you know, even though you feel those feelings for that person, it's like they are not even worth half your time if they're gonna be doing you like that and making you just like wonder what the hell's really going on. You know what I mean? Like, and making you question yourself, like, that's not even cool at all. Jenna, is that you? Yeah, Jenna Michelle, okay. Yeah. I'm all, Jenna? Is that you? Add moderator. Okay. It's good. Okay, so Solange. My question is, what are some messages from Tyler? Did he want to marry me or something serious? Alright, let's see here. What's up with Tyler and Solange? What's up with Tyler and Solange here? What did Tyler want? I'm guessing this is from the past, is what you're asking about. But let's see what he's feeling about the situation. Well, let's see what's going on here. What was the past situation here going on? Yeah, it looks like he came in, wanted to offer you some kind of connection in love, or, you know, something emotional. Very defensive about, I don't want something committed, though. And maybe not very obvious about that, but on the inside, like underneath, very defensive about it. Almost feeling like pushed up against the wall. It kind of reminds me of that Sag energy of like, he thinks people are like against him or trying to get him to, you know, commit, and he's like, I'm just so fiercely not gonna commit. Like, you're trying to, and it's like, okay, like, I just kind of like you. I wasn't trying to make you do anything. But, Tyler passed away 8 months ago, so I want to know if he had plans to get something serious or marry me. What are some messages from him? Did he love me? Okay. So it seems like he was very defensive about this. And maybe it wasn't so obvious. And I'm sorry about that, by the way. That's definitely very hard to go through, losing someone like that. I hope you're doing okay. As okay as you can be doing right now, right? So, wow. But look at that. So, yeah, it looks like they wanted to manifest something with you, some kind of love. Like, let's take this to the next level. So what is this defensiveness here about then? Maybe that's how they were in the past. So they wanted to control, they wanted to feel like they had more control of the situation because it was something new and exciting, and it's kind of risky, right, to get your heart involved in something like that. So I feel like that's why they were so fiercely about that life. But then it's kind of like you obviously made them feel some type of way to where they wanted to manifest something with you. But right here we have, you know, they're very defensive and trying to like not have anyone, like they want to feel like they have some kind of control over their life, you know? And when you're doing something new, it's kind of like you don't know where it's going to go. But the whole, like, nature of the Fool is pretty much like he's not worried. You know, he has no fears, right? His dog is like, Fool, you're going to jump off this cliff right now. Like, be careful. What are you doing? And he's just like, I don't care. La da da. So it's kind of like, I feel like put him in that mode for a second, and then he went, wait. Like, this is scary. You know what I mean? Like, wait. This is kind of, you know, risky. But either way, I feel like, yeah, he did want to manifest something with you. So, yeah, I mean, to me, that's hard to see it any other way. Like, that was the goal, or that was the idea. He saw you as that kind of material for him, for sure. And that was the goal. I don't know what happened or why that didn't happen, but it seems like, yeah, that was definitely what they wanted to happen. Wanted to have happen. See how he's kind of like walking towards the Magician? It's like that's pretty much what he was doing. So I would say, yeah. I mean, I would say that they, if not love yet, then they had love for you, or it was headed that way for sure, you know? Or in their mind, that's what they were wanting. That's what they were, to me, it seems like that's what they were still trying to do. Like, I don't think they ever stopped really trying to do that. So that's even harder. But hopefully, you know, yeah. And I'm sorry about that, by the way. That's, yeah, it's, there's not much I could really say. You know what I mean? I know, to make you feel better, but I mean, I guess that probably did a little bit. Hopefully. Okay, who are we on, Jenna? Yeah, no problem. Thank you for the question. Hope you're taking care of yourself. Okay, can you post your question again? Dr. Ozma? Mm-hmm. Did you get Auntie Murda on the new list too? Should I go myself in training OBGYN or become teacher in medical college? Lady doc seeking career. Okay, let's look at your career. Let's look at, you know, what potentials are best for you, I guess. What potentials are out there and what would be like a good direction for you. I feel like you kind of have everything you need. Like, if you still need schooling or you feel like you do, I feel like whatever you're really going to end up doing, like, you really don't need anything else. But it seems like this is at the start of your college, so maybe this is just saying, like, something is going to take shape and form. You have the ambition, you have the goal, you have the drive, you have the money. It seems like you will have, like, it won't be like the money is the reason you can't, you know, get to that, or reach that goal. And you're headed toward, okay, so I would say, like, whatever you care about most, like, whatever means something to you, whatever you feel most, like, speaks to your heart, because the King of Cups here, it's, like, something that's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. So if it's just a paycheck, or you feel like, oh, it makes really great money, so I kind of just want to do that, but I really would love to do this, then I would go with the thing that you really love to do, you know, because it seems like just something that is going to be emotionally fulfilling. And also, you're probably taking that role of a caretaker, you know, somebody who's, like, very nurturing, but also the King of Cups is more, he's kind of different than the Queen of Cups, right? Because the Queen of Cups is like that nurturing, motherly, like, actually going to, like, nurture you and take care of you, obviously. And the King of Cups, to me, it's always kind of different. It's like, it's not always just so obviously nurturing, like, hands-on. It's more like, you know, that person cares about you in a very protective kind of way, or like they really, like, they don't want to see anything bad happen to you. Like, there's care there, and it's like, it's felt, but it's just not maybe so obvious. Like, it's not actually, like, I mean, it could be, but to me it seems more of like, you know, the person cares, like, you're the caregiver, but you're not, like, so nurturing, hands-on, you know? So that's what I see it more as. So, I mean, a doctor is kind of like that, you know? I mean, they don't have to care, but I mean, we'd hope, right, that they kind of care a little bit. So, I mean, it might not even be any of those things. Like, it's whatever really speaks to your heart. Like, I feel like there's something that you already know, like, really speaks to your heart. And maybe it's one of these things, and maybe it's none. Maybe it's something completely different. But whatever it is, that's what I feel like it is. Like, that thing that really speaks to your heart that you already know would be emotionally fulfilling. You know what I mean? Like, you already know that's what you really want to do. And I feel like that's the thing that you should work towards. Because whatever is going to be emotionally fulfilling for you, that's the thing that you should be doing. That's the thing that it's going to be for you. Some people don't need that emotional fulfillment. Some people are just looking for like mental stimulation. For you, I don't see that. And it actually might be you reuniting with something from your past. Like, again, it might not be any of these things. It could be something that you've put on the shelf and maybe decided that it's not for you, you know? But really, I think you'd be surprised. I think you're limiting yourself if you're saying that, if you believe that that's true. Because it seems like it's very possible, and it's something that you probably put on the shelf a while ago and just kind of wrote off. But you probably already know what the hell exactly I'm talking about. That thing, that thing. That's what I'm talking about. It's like reuniting with something from the past. Like an idea or a dream, Hi, you guys. If you're new, let us know. Let Jenna know. Hi, Got Peach. If you're new, let us know, and we'll get you on that list, okay? And if you're returning, we are going to do the spin the wheel for you, and then you can get a free reading. If you want to skip ahead all of this business, then you can donate $5, and we'll definitely get your reading for sure. And then new subscribers, of course. But, if you're a returning subscriber, get your name on the list. We'll spin the wheel, and we'll see who wins. And we keep doing that a few times, so stick around to see if your name's called, because if your name's called and you're not here, we spin again and it just skips you. So just make sure you're around if you're a returning subscriber. Okay, El Tigre. So you guys missed it, but you know what happened right now? My dog knocked over my food and ate it. He's a dick, but that's just the way it is sometimes. That's Buzz. No, he's not a dick. I know you're just being a dog, but I shouldn't congratulate that. Wait, I thought it was El Tigre. Oh. Yeah, I haven't done El Tigre yet. Wait, why did it go to that? Oh, okay, gotcha. My question is, should I write a farewell text to Maricel or Isel? It was a bitter breakup last November, or should I just let it be? Gotcha. Let's see. What's their next mode of action for the best outcome for their highest good? What needs to happen here? What's a good option for them? Should they let it go? Should they try to reach out and, make peace? What should they do here? What is a good option for them? Okay, let's see. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to go ahead and write that letter, because I do see that there's a lot of love and care here. I don't think it's coming from any kind of bitterness, or like you said, it ended in a bitter way, but it seems like there's still a lot of that care there, like completely. Like it's just a very positively, like emotionally, it's positive, and I think that you guys are supportive toward each other, like still in a really big way. Like it might be bitter, but that's just because you care so much and there's hurt. But really, I think that would be a really good idea for you to reach out and say something like that and make peace with it, so that you guys maybe can be cool in the future or whatever. Just definitely make peace with it. That sounds like a good idea. That sounds like that would probably be really appreciated by them too. Because like I said, there's hurt here, so that's probably why it seems like there's bitterness. So I think it would definitely be a good idea, because there's still that, a lot of care there for you guys both, and I think they'd really appreciate that. Hi, Niraj. Yeah, that person, you are on the list from the other day. Niraj, Taylor, and Patricia. So we got to get Niraj in here. I hope I'm saying your name right. I just feel like I'm not, but it's okay. So let's get Niraj in here, and then also after that we'll get El Tigre, and then we'll continue. I don't know, is this, but we might have to do, we might have to spin the wheel for a second. She's with a new person 2 weeks after we broke up. I just want to make peace and move on after that. Yeah, I mean, I think it sounds like a good idea. There's nothing wrong with, like, trying to make peace with it and trying to just put it out there, like, you know, I don't hate you, or, like, I hope you, there's no hard feelings and all of that, because there's obviously still a lot of care for each other. So it seems like that would be a really good idea, yeah. Should I add Niraj to the front since she's been waiting a while? Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I didn't know she's been waiting a while, oh my god. Yeah, exactly, yeah. And I put them on the list, for the next time I go live. I was gonna answer the question for sure. So yeah, I definitely wanna, excuse me. I definitely wanna, do them for sure right now. And then we'll do El Tigre, okay? And then, or if it's, do we spin? I think we're gonna spin after that, and then we can do El Tigre. So, Niraj, what is your question? The wheel spin is for returning subscribers. You know, you guys can donate $5 for a guaranteed reading, or you can stick around and wait and see if your name's called on the wheel. Okay. Jenna will do the wheel spin. Every 3 readings we'll do a wheel spin. I think we're waiting on you, Niraj. Oops, I keep bumping you. Yeah, no, I don't have your question. Did you post? I don't remember seeing it. Yeah, I don't think you posted your question, did you? Go ahead and post it now, though. For sure. Yeah. Okay. Three of Swords here. 10 of Cups. Ooh, was your situation recently just kind of broken up? Like, basically, either your home life or basically just your happiness altogether feels like it's been crushed because of heartbreak. Now you're going through a tower moment, which seems unpleasant, but it actually is happening for a reason. You know, that's what's coming out. Those are, like, big cards right there, like, big energies, like, all together. Like, I feel like you're kind of going through some shit right now. That's what came out for you. So because of this, it kind of seems like this is first, but this is first. Because of this heartbreak, your happiness has basically been fucked with, And now you're going through this transformative stage and phase, basically. Transformative phase of, there's going to be a lot of changes and a lot of new in your life. A lot of weeding out the old and opening the door for the new, you know? And kind of gnarly, kind of intense energy, though. Like, literally a lot of shit is changing and being let go in your life. And it might feel like you're kind of losing everything, but it's just the nature of the Tower, you know? In a way you kind of are, but it's good, if that makes sense. I had a 4-month relationship, but now end without any reason. I don't know how it's possible. I don't know what's the intentions. Can I go back? Can I get back or move on? I'm so confused. I'm totally stuck. Yeah, so like I said, damn, it seems like everyone's going through that. Like, a lot of people are going through that situation similar, like, which is heavy, and I don't understand why people are so stupid. Not you, but the jackass that, you know, did this, or is leaving you up in the air, you know? It's like, are people just cowards nowadays? Like, that's normal for people to just be like, I don't even know what I want, never mind, like, but not even say that, so just leave you hanging? Like, that's not cool. I don't like that at all. That's not cool at all. So, let's see what's going on and what this significance of the relationship was. Is that what you're wanting to know? Like, what was really going on there and what it means for you, at least, you know? A little bit of insight, maybe, that we can find. Or basically, what do you need to know about the situation now? Like, what do you need to know? What is important for you to know? What do the cards want you to be aware of or keep in mind about this situation? Like, what's a message for you about this? I see the Ten of Swords on the ground, so that tells me you were betrayed. Or somebody just kind of cut you off and left you in the dust, and it feels like a complete cut off, like you're just dead to them. It feels like it's just... So this is kind of interesting that we would see this here. Obviously there's something to gain from the situation, is what it's saying. You will be gaining something from the situation. Now, not necessarily like right now, or like you are going to feel like that's what it is, but that's what it is. And that's what the Tower's there for too, because it's meant to happen. This is all happening for a reason. So, but I'm going to get a little more into it, but just know that even if it doesn't feel that way, I'm not good for this, because I totally understand what you mean, you know, but like, I don't know how to like be there for people like that, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I want you to understand, like, I do get what you're saying, but you will, you can, and even though it feels like that, you can, and you will, and it makes me so mad at these people, because it's like, who does that, you know, and leaves the person feeling like that? Like, that's so wrong to just do, and just not, like, fucking seriously. But there is something that you're gonna gain out of this. Well, let's see why. Let's see what the situation was for them. From their point of view, what is this situation? From their point of view, what did they see the situation as? What was it for them, and what happened in their mind? What is this person's view of the situation? Were they a Leo? Or are you a Leo? Or Aries? If not, if none of you are Leo or Aries, I feel like if they are neither Leo or Aries, or you're not either, then what I would say about this is, like, they hold a very, like, strong front, a very strong, like, it has to be, like they're guarded, basically. They're guarded, and it's, like, a very strong front of, like, you can't really penetrate it, you know? You can't really get vulnerable with the person. They will not allow that, probably because of their past and everything, sure. But, you know, it just seems like they're very hard to get to know. And, like, they probably wouldn't even allow anyone getting that close, you know? Seemingly. Like, they have a really strong, and they have to, like, be in control, basically. And so what that means for them is, like, being in control. If it's not extended to others, which is a nasty energy anyway, if it's not extended to others, what we can say is it's what they feel about themselves. Like, that's how they live their life. So like to be in love and all of that is really not a feeling that you can control. And it's kind of like, I mean, you can, but you can't. So it's like when they're in that energy, it's like they won't be in that energy because that means they're not in control of themselves. So it's kind of like this very tough exterior. I feel like it never had a chance from the beginning just because of, like, they can't do that. Like, they cannot be there like that for, like, you know, in that situation. They can't be with somebody like that. Seemingly. That's what it seems to me. Like, there's this big guard, this big front, and it's hard to penetrate. Again, we're getting Ten of Swords, so this is betrayal. Unexpected as well, because this guy's on his stomach. So it's not like he saw this person coming and he had time to, no. It was behind him. So it's, you know, it would make sense that basically you trusted the person and really thought that it wasn't going to happen like that, and then it did, and you just didn't expect it at all, you know? It was totally, like, not what they were saying, you know? Like, it's like their actions, that action is very different from what they were saying, is what I'm feeling, because it's unexpected betrayal. It's not like you saw it coming. So I can't really tell you exactly why they did this, but to me, it's like, that's just, I don't think that they have the ability to really be a vulnerable person in a relationship with anyone. And they'll probably do that again to every single person that they date. Maybe it's a situation where they get too close and then they have to cut it off. That's possible. But the way they did it was not cool. But it looks like that's the situation of, like, you can't penetrate and no one's going to be able to because it's not really a personal thing. Let's see, though, what you can gain from this, because that is what I said in the beginning, too. And I want to leave you on a note of, like, something a little bit, you know, more hopeful, I guess. If we can find something more hopeful, you know? There's something to gain from this, so. Okay. Basically, your ambition to no longer take bullshit in relationships, your drive to not take bullshit in relationships and not settle for something that's not good enough and not settle for something that's, like, making your life worse, basically. So it's kind of putting your standards higher, putting your boundaries higher and stronger. Interesting. Yep, we're talking about love here. That's how you're going to find love, too. I don't think you're going to settle for bullshit anymore. Even though it didn't seem like it was bullshit at first, like, there were signs that this person wasn't going to be available like that. But then again, maybe there wasn't. Like, there wasn't at the time when you were in it, right? Because it's unexpected betrayal. So it makes sense. At the time, there probably was no indication to you that anything was up. But later on, you can look back and see why that's really not a good situation for you and why you wouldn't want to do that again or, like, be involved with somebody like that, because you could just tell they weren't, like, enough for you, you know? Later on, you're going to see, like, yeah, no, there were certain things that I wouldn't accept in a person, like, doing that. Like, they need to be there more or, you know, show more or respect me more, you know, whatever the case is. It seems like at some point you'll be able to see that, you know? There were things that you wouldn't be cool with again, you know? Subtle things, obviously. But okay. Okay, so who's next? Oh wait, are we spinning the wheel now? I think we're spinning the wheel now. I think we're spinning the wheel now. Woo! Okay, ready? Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Who's it gonna be, Jenna? Ready? 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 Cheryl. Cheryl. Okay. Everyone has to do that when we pick somebody. Remember, you have to. You have to. Or you don't get a reading. No. Okay. I know you're fair. You really sent me that right now, Jenna. I told you it's fine. But okay, you're just playing it safe. I get that. You're funny, dude. Yeah, we're gonna do you right after this, LT Gray, okay? Is Cheryl here? Because we're gonna have to skip ya. Oh, there you go. Okay, Jack Frost. Oops. Okay. Aw, we missed you, Cheryl. So, Jack Frost, okay. What is your question? Yeah, you need a reading, obviously, tonight. The wheel wants you to get a reading. What do you need to know? What is your question? What do you need to know? What is just digging in your mind? What is important right now? It seems like you need some clarity. You need clarity on a little situation you got going on. Alpha, LOL. You are annoying occasionally. Ahem. Jack Frost. Okay. Well, we're gonna skip you again, Jack Frost, if you don't hurry up. You were just here. Where are you? Weirdo. Not like weirdo, but like weirdo. Like, you're being difficult. You're being difficult. Jack Frost. Yeah, can you post it again? Because I don't have it right here. Oh, where do you post it? Like right here, right here? You gonna make me look for it. Is it like way up at the top? Because if so, you're just gonna have to post again, bro. Or chick, I don't know. Jack, I'm guessing it's a dude. I don't see you. Oh, wait. Yeah, nah. Bro, you're just gonna have to post again, please. Please do that for me, thank you. Please go ahead and just post it again. Because I can't see it from where I'm at. What will I expect in 2021 generally? Thank you. Okay, perfect. Thanks. Okay. That's weird. I'm not seeing Jack Frost at all on my iPad, so that's why I couldn't find your question. But on my phone it's showing. That's weird. You must be blocked on my... I don't know, that's weird though. You're not showing up at all right here. That's really weird. That's really weird. I don't know why that's happening. So 2021 for you. What's happening? Got a nurturing energy around you, quite possibly a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And very quickly and abruptly coming in here, so. Yeah, but I don't get it because you're still on this one, so it's like, why would it? It's the channel, isn't it? I don't know. But, that's weird. Okay. Oh, but it's leading to sadness, or kind of like stress, you know, something keeping you up at night, something really on your mind about this. So what is this concerning? Feeling stuck? And wanting a reunion? Yeah, there's a heartbreak here, bro. Sorry, to break it to you. It could be someone from your past, but it could be that this is a new person and then, like, you're wanting a reunion with them after you guys have something, you know, but, like, so this is how I'm seeing it. Queen of Cups and Knight of Swords. Very, very quickly someone's coming in here, like, abruptly, just kind of into your life. Whoa. Hi, nice to meet you. What's up? And then we have sadness, though. So it's like, where is the sadness? Or not really sadness, but there's stress. There's, like, up at night, stressing on this. Like, this is on my mind constantly, and it's like a big deal for me. And it's talking about reunion, feeling stuck, like you're wanting a reunion. So this could be talking about, maybe this is how you're feeling, like you have somebody that you still want in your life from the past, or this is talking about, like, in the future, like, this is, if there's no one you want from your past, you have, like, no idea who this is about, or, like, this doesn't make sense for you, then this would be talking about somebody that's coming in 2021. And then this is the result, basically, is where you're going to be at with them. Like, wanting it to basically begin again. And it's on your mind constantly. Can we get the sign of this person? Like, if we can you give us any indication? I mean, they could be a water sign, right? Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We do have the Ace of Cups, so it's definitely a love situation. If that isn't already obvious enough. I feel like it is. Walking away from something. Oh, that's funny what Jenna just said, too. And it is a love situation. We had the Ace of Cups there, so it's talking about a situation where there's love. And then there's an Aquarius energy here. Maybe this is what you're headed toward. Or, basically, it's just talking about hope and faith. Having hope and faith in your love life. Even though you're having to leave something behind, and it might actually be hard for you to do that, it's still a needed ending. One that's coming, an ending. Or a change, big drastic change. But since we can't really make people change, and we can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do, this is basically, this is basically just like, have hope and faith in your love life still. You know what I mean? Have hope and faith in your love life. Know that there is someone else out there, but this needs to change or end now. Because that's just, it's run its course, and it's going to happen. It needs to just be done with. That's interesting that Jenna said that, too, because I feel like it could be talking about that, you know? It kind of seems like there's something that is, like, ending. Like, there is, like, a, I don't like someone from my past to come back. Okay, so maybe this is talking about this person that you're maybe gonna leave, you know? It's like we said, you know, this could be somebody else coming in 2021, and then it's like, it ends up that way. So maybe this is, you know, if you leave somebody now, I don't want Anne, I would want her as a friend. So maybe this is, you know, talking about the person you're with now. You leave them and then you want them back, you want a reunion or something. For some reason you're wanting a reunion, so it's like, maybe the person you're with now or the person that you're gonna be with. But it seems like it would be, yeah, I mean, it could be either or. Let's see, is this a new person that they're leaving or feeling sad about? Like in 2021, this sadness, this heartbreak, what is this Three of Swords about? Judgment. Something from the past that you can't let go of. And you're really putting in a lot of work to create happiness, because it's a hard situation after that happens. It's like, but I feel like, you know, are you leaving the person or are they leaving you? Well, it seems like you're leaving, but I mean, I guess it could have been them that was leaving you. Let's see. Who's leaving who in the situation? Why is the Six of Swords there? It looks like you might be breakup with that person. Could be a third party. I feel like this person brings a level of, you know, stability to your life that you feel like you have to have them in your life. But basically, it's kind of like, you know, you feeling like that, like maybe that's true, they bring stability to your life, but it's back and forth and it becomes a seemingly unhealthy situation just because of that. There could be also another person involved, or maybe friends are getting involved for some reason, you know, and collaborating or like communicating in some way that's affecting the situation. But it seems to me like there's a, like this is something that you feel like is pretty much keeping you happy. Like it's a big deal within your happiness, so you're gonna keep trying. And it seems like, you know, with the World card here, it's gonna be something that goes around and around and around and around, and it happens again and again. That's probably why Judgment's here, because it's going, use your better judgment, bro, before you waste your time with this, you know what I mean? Wow. That's why you got the reading. Because you needed to know that you're about to waste your time on somebody again and again and again. It's like, it's okay to be sad about shit, you know what I mean? But just be sad and, like, allow that to happen. You don't have to fix it, you know what I mean? But I get it. A lot of people want to fix that. They don't want to be sad, so they're like, what can I do to not be sad? And it's like, sometimes you just have to be sad, you know? Sometimes there's nothing you do. Like, you just got to be sad about something. You don't have to do something about it. Like, sometimes you really can't do anything about it. You just got to do it. You just got to be it for a second, you know? Hi, you guys. If you're new, let me know. Or let Jenna know. She's the mod here. Hi, Madison. Hi, Leo Lunacy Tarot. Go ahead and subscribe to Leo Lunacy Tarot, you guys. Go subscribe to their page, their channel. Spread the love. Spread the support. Hi, Manzi. That's funny. Nice. I'm glad. So, who's next? Who's getting a reading? Let's see. El Tigre. Can you repost your question, please, El Tigre? El Tigre. El Tigre. Wait, Jack, did you say you were a Sagittarius? Because if you are, that's fucking hilarious what you're saying right now. It's like, dude, chill. Chill, one at a time. One at a time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Sagittarius. Oh my god. Yeah, about that. We'll just not comment on that one. No, kidding. I just did Sagittarius reading today too. I have to post it still. So come check that out, Jack Frost. Oh my god. Jenna. That's funny. It's not the best. Okay, El Tigre. If I collaborate with a specific girl I have in mind to sing on one of the songs on my next musical project, how will the collaboration or song go? She's a Sag, if that matters. Okay. Tamara, there's a list that she keeps posting, so go ahead and scroll up a little bit and you'll see that list. So let's see this Sag person that you want to do a song with. What is the outcome of this? Will it be a good collaboration? What is the outcome of this collaboration? Is it a good idea? It's not a yes or no, but just give me the vibe on this, okay? You're gonna be waiting for something. Hang on a second. I feel like it's saying like you're waiting for something bad to happen. Like you're waiting for that moment when it's like, this was a bad idea for some reason. Like you just feel like it's going to be a bad idea. Maybe that's why you're asking. It seems like you're expecting something bad to happen with this. But the Wheel of Fortune is here too, so I feel like you're going to get, I guess you could say pleasantly surprised. So you're waiting there for this, like, betrayal to happen, but then it doesn't. Let me just confirm that, though. What is the Seven of Pentacles here for? Okay. And the Ten of Swords, please. Okay. Are there other people that you have in mind for this? I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. I'm just saying it seems like you're between two different people. And you're trying to figure out how you can, like, do that. It kind of seems like there's not yet, just got the idea today. Okay, so I'll explain to you what I mean and why I'm thinking that, but let's see why the Wheel of Fortune is here, and then I'll explain everything to you. Interesting, okay. So overall, I feel like it's going to be a successful situation, but the person, it might be a different person. What we have going on here is you waiting for kind of like something bad to happen is what I'm feeling. Like something to be negative about it or to feel like it was wrong. And I feel like that's not going to happen, like this is actually going to be a good thing. And I asked, you know, what's the significance of the Seven of Pentacles? And it's saying, well, basically, you're going to be gaining something on this, which is like, obviously, you know, we want this to go well. So that's why I feel like it'll go well overall, no matter who you choose, kind of. But like, well, you know, it probably will matter. It just seems like it's going to work out, but it seems like there could be another person that you're deciding between. And also, I feel like a factor is that you're trying to save money or something, or trying to like see how you can like not have to give so much before it happens, you know what I mean? So and then the Wheel of Fortune was talking about you walking away from something, or maybe, you know, changing, like getting rid of some kind of idea. Not saying to not do this, but it seems like there's something about it that you have to change. And then this is like the end goal, which is like basically it's going to work out, but there has to be something different about it. Could be the person, you know, it seems like you're kind of between people. Or maybe between ideas about how you want to do it or what you want to do. Maybe that's what we're talking about. Either way, I feel like there's the person. I don't want to say that they're flaky, because I don't know that for sure. It just kind of feels like that. Let me see. Get the energy of this person. Or they're concerned with money overall. Tell me what this person's energy is in regards to this situation. Of course. Again, there's something that needs to change. I know that's vague. To me, it's vague. So I don't know if you feel like it's vague, but to me it is. So that's why I'm saying that, because to me it's like, I feel like it's kind of running us in circles here. But it's talking about this fire sign person. Like like when it's all said and done, you're gonna end up like thinking a lot about like the situation, like the past, like how it all went down, and the fire sign. And we have Pisces here, but this isn't necessarily Pisces. It's just talking about confusion, basically, the moon. So things are clouded, things are not clear, you know. I feel like the person's flaky, or they're just like not straight up about what they're trying to do, or you know what their availability is or something, or like what they're gonna want out of it, you know. It's like kind of the way that you can combat that, though, because the Death card came out again, so it's telling me like there needs to be some kind of drastic change before this takes place, for your best interest, I'm guessing, you know. Like, again, death twice. So I feel like there's some ending or change that needs to occur. But the thing is, I think the way that you can combat that is just by approaching them and being very like King of Swords, because the King of Swords came out too. I just don't know where it is right now, but it came out, and so it's like very straightforward communication, very rational, not emotional, not getting excited or crazy, and just being straight up. Like, this, you know, these are the terms, this is what I want, this is what would you like, and speak now or forever hold your peace, because basically this is what it's going to be. Like, that's it, you know. So like, this is kind of a business thing, it's very serious, you know. And I think that with the moon there, it's just like you gotta just like be the first person to say like, look, yeah, it's like you just, if you want to avoid that, I feel like you probably could if you're just like very straightforward with them. But then again, Sagittarius sometimes have that way about them that they kind of like push boundaries, and they might try to like still do what they want to do anyway, and it's kind of annoying. So I mean, you might just not want to deal with it. But if you feel like that person's the one to do this with you, then maybe it's worth just a little bit of flakiness, or just a little bit of having to push that person in the right direction, you know. But just be straightforward, you know, they'll appreciate that, you know, because that's how they are. But then at the same time, like, just make sure it's known, like, okay, I'm not going to take any bullshit, you know, because that's just, I don't have time for that. You know, just don't be in the energy of like pushover, because you got to be very serious. Yeah, why is that? That's weird. I don't know why that would be either. But apparently you blocked. No. I could see your messages right here, though. Okay, who's next? Oh yeah, Viswa Vital, we don't tolerate any kind of like pushiness or any kind of impatience. Like that's, we got a lot of people waiting, so I mean, just chill out. And if you can't, then, you know, it's probably best if you just like head out, because like that's kind of rude, you know? We don't really do that here. Yeah, because last time that I did a live, I specifically said, like, there was a few people who I said, okay, like, I'm gonna put you on the list and make sure that I read for you, so I don't, like, I really don't, I'm pretty sure I read for that person. And if I didn't, then I'm sorry, like, we're gonna have to do it the way that, you know, everyone else is doing it, just because this is a new live, and, you know, I don't exactly remember that being the case, so, you know, just trying to be fair. I mean, I don't remember it being that way. I'm pretty sure I read, so if I didn't, then I apologize if I'm totally like being unfair, but I'm just trying to do it the fair way. So I mean, you just kind of have to like get on the list like everybody else. So hi, Gina. Oh, it is big, right? That's right. Okay, yeah, please do. Today I randomly matched on Tinder with a girl who happens to go to the same gym as I do, just messaging for now. Will it lead to anything physical? Didn't even know she was probably eyeing me. Okay. Okay. So will this lead to anything physical? What's the sex like here? What is it gonna happen, or is this just gonna like not be anything, or is it gonna be like true love? I mean, what is this gonna lead to? Interesting. She's a slow messenger, so I don't know if she's just looking for attention. Maybe she needs that attention, yeah. Interesting. So tell me, you know, give me the significance of the Queen of Cups here, because I feel like you might be right about that. It's not just attention, but it's like, you know, in a way, I guess you could call it that. But she needs, you know, I guess nurturing, or someone to know someone cares, I guess, maybe. So maybe you have something, maybe you're onto something there. But let's see, because it seems like she's kind of flighty, like ready to kind of leave. What is the Magician here for? Very, very on the go, this person. And it's kind of weird. It's like back and forth in a way. It's like I almost feel like if they were to get the attention that they so desperately need, they would run. You know what I mean? Do you know situations like that, what I'm talking about? Because like they do need that care and nurturing, and maybe they're that way as well. Like they come off that way, or they could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But it's like right when they get that, they're like done and they're gone, and it's like, because it's probably just kind of uncomfortable for some people that don't really get it that much, like healthy relationships or like good attention. It's kind of like they are like, what's wrong with you? Which is like kind of backwards, right? But then we do see manifestation, so it's like she's wanting something to manifest, but then she's on the run, on the move, on the go. She's going again. You know what I mean? Like she's just like searching for something else after she gets something going, and it's like she's on the move, like straight, just headed in one direction and just not gonna stop. Like it's really just trying to figure out which direction to take. So she might have a couple different people as options right now. But if you're just looking for something physical, I guess that's not really an issue for you. I mean, maybe it is. I don't want to put words in your mouth, so. You said something before, I just don't have it up here. Because I don't like to chase. So when I sense there's no response, I move on. Gotcha. So let's see if there's anything physical here. It seems like it will be a bit of a chase. Even if it does turn physical, it's kind of like that game playing thing. And I guess you're probably sensed right that it's about a little bit, you know, mostly about like getting that attention. Wow. Seems like she's got a hook on you or a hold, like you can't get your mind off of it. Like it's on your mind a lot. You're probably like, no, that's not gonna be me, but... Strength? Is she a Leo? Gotta be strong, bro. There's gonna be action. But wait, hang on. But, okay. So, it is gonna feel like that whole giving... I think you guys might have a relationship here. Because it keeps saying that, like, basically, like... It's gonna be a thing on your mind, and you're gonna want to go for it, even though you're saying now that you're not about that. But I feel like this person kind of has a hold on you for some reason, in some way. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the physical, but if it was just the physical, you would think it wouldn't have that much of a hold, you know? But maybe, I mean, actually, that's not true. Sometimes it is that. It is just a physical hold. But it seems like you're gonna kind of be, like, giving to this person. And something that you feel like they don't have already. And I feel like if it was just physical... it wouldn't even be a thought in your mind, or you wouldn't like take it that far. But for some reason she has you thinking about this all the time, or you know, and wanting to take action. So it's like something is gonna happen, and it could just end up physical, but it seems like it's gonna be a little more than that to me, like honestly. I want to use the romance angels really quick to see what they have to say, because they'll tell us kind of like what the extent of this situation in, you know, love terms. At least from what we could see now. Where's LC? Huh? I texted her. Okay, romance angels. Romance angels. Tell us the extent of this situation, this connection here. What is it going to be? What is it going to turn out to be? What is the situation? What can he expect? Like, how far is it going to go? What are we dealing with here? You know what I mean? Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like, there is some kind of like, you know, reason that she's on your mind, you know? It's like kind of like a fixation in a way. You probably don't even want it, but it's there. It's kind of different, you know? So, Auntie Murda, are you here still? Okay, cool. See, yeah, physical could have a hold for some, you know? So let's see where this is gonna go. Where's this gonna go here? With Rod and this person at the gym. Wait, why did I say that? Oh, Big Rodman. I'm all Rod. That works too, I guess. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. The highest energy of all? Maybe that means it's going to be a good sex life. No. So, hang on. I'm going to pull two more. For Big and this person at the gym. How far is this going to go? What is the connection there and the purpose between these two? Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So again, that attention thing could play a big part. Maybe you guys are like fulfilling each other's kind of wounds, you know? Like they do something that you're like, I don't know, maybe it reminds you of your mom or something subconsciously. You have no idea because it's not like a conscious thing. I don't know, but there's some pull to the person. But let's see, one more here. So it is kind of a thing about them getting attention in a way because it's something that they're feeling like they need. And they might actually provide something like that for you too. You never know. Let's see what this is saying. Dude. Imagine. What if it is? You never know. You never know. But you know what it does say is this situation involves marriage. It doesn't necessarily say you're going to get married, okay? So, hope I didn't freak you out too much. But, you know, maybe you're going to go to a wedding with them, or, you know, your friend's getting married, a mutual friend, or, you know, something. It's kind of like, yeah, it's interesting. That's really weird, but, because you're not really that type, but hey. It's kind of like when that happens sometimes, right? When you least expect it. Let me get one more. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So yeah, it's not necessarily engagement again, but it is saying a higher level of commitment. So I think you're going to date this person. You probably have no idea, and you probably think it's going to go nowhere. It's just going to be physical, but maybe that's why it starts off as like a casual thing, like you're not expecting anything. And then boom, they just fucking light your fire. So get ready for that. That's where I think it's going to go. I think it's going to lead to something more than just sex or physical, as you could say. That's cool. That would be so funny because you're like everyone's seemingly saying that you never do that. So I feel like that's even more saying like it would happen. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. Fresh air in the stinking world. Is that a compliment? I'm just kidding. Hey, thank you so much, Ken. I know what's headed towards me this week, like news basically, I guess, LOL. I don't know. December and November has been crazy so far. Okay. So what's headed for you? Towards you. Headed towards you. I love that question. What's headed towards me? Remember that question? Like, what's coming towards me? Like, well, let's see. No, I don't know. It's just kind of an inside joke, I guess. I forget who I was saying that with last time, but they were like, a bus? And it was like, what? It was just funny. Like, what's coming towards me? I guess it could be anything, you know? A lot of times what I get for that question, too, when people ask that, like, that question, what's coming towards me, it's usually, like, it usually is saying something like, actually, you're going towards something. Like, you are actually going to be doing something. So let's see what this one is. It's almost like telling you, like, you know, you need to change your perspective and start going and getting it in life instead of seeing, you know, what's going to happen. Like, taking control of it, you know, and making it happen. So let's see if it's the same with this. What's coming towards them? What do they need to know about their situation? What was it in the next few weeks or the next few months or the next... what's coming towards you this week? Okay, got it. Coming towards you this week. What do you need to know about this week? This is Gemini energy or lovers, a love situation. Feeling trapped, feeling like your hands are tied. Okay, so it's a situation that, like, you feel... Okay, she has a blindfold on, right? So for her, this is, like, what's going on. She's tied up and she's stuck there. So, but it's swords, so it's very mental energy. This is what she thinks, okay? This is her reality of the situation in this card. But the thing is, her ankles aren't tied. So in these swords right here, they're just sticking in the ground. So basically, she can walk away. It's just she doesn't know that because she has this blindfold on. So it's a very, in a way, it's kind of like a limiting energy, but at the same time, like being objectively seeing that, like at a different point of view, like seeing that she actually isn't stuck, you know that like the person actually has a chance here, but they don't know that. So that's what's important, is they think that they're stuck and that's their reality. But the truth is they're really not stuck. So it kind of is cool because it's like, at the end of the day, you really aren't. Even though you think you are, there's hope. Like, you're really not. So, but I guess really what you have to say is that it really just takes, like, a lot of willpower to know that and see that and to do something about it. So let's see what else we have here. So a love situation feeling stuck, or, you know, a Gemini person. Okay. Anything else we can find out about this week here? What can we tell this person about this week? Okay. So I have the energy of Taurus and a new beginning, the birth of something. It could also be talking about pregnancy, possibly. That's what the Empress sometimes means. Oh yeah, that comes out a lot. So it could mean that. It could also mean there's like a lot of times the Hierophant means marriage. So that's interesting. Or a committed relationship. But we could also be talking about a Taurus person, and there's like a new beginning with them, or there's like the birth of something. There's the birth of something. There's something starting here. Something new. Maybe something that people in your society or your community would be like accepting of, you know what I mean? Like traditional kind of thing. Something like people expect of you almost. Let's see what this is about though. What's the Hierophant here for? This could be a few different things. What's the Hierophant here for? It seems like a connection that is flighty, yeah. So it seems like it could be a person, like a Taurus person. Or maybe it's a relationship that seems like it's going to be committed and then the person isn't. Like they're non-committal, basically. It's a passionate thing. I don't think that there's like a lack of consideration for the other person, really. It's just that they're not a very committal type. So be careful with that. Something starts there. And then, but they're not wanting commitment. And then it's like, so don't think that they are because they're not. What is the Queen of Cups here for? Oh, shit. Have your guard up a little bit here, because it looks like you could be unexpectedly fucked over for some reason. Even though it seems like that's, like, how could that even be the case here, because it's not very serious. So I would say guard your heart, be careful, because it seems like for some reason you feel like you're gonna be, or it could mean the person blocks you, you know, just kind of like cuts you off, and it's like unexpected because everything was kind of chill, you know, or things were whatever. Non-committal, but you know, they were chill. I mean, I guess that's not always chill when somebody's Knight of Wands. It's like very passionate, but then they're not wanting to like really stick around. So, but then there's this Queen of Cups, so it's like you care. Like I don't think the person's like a total fucking piece of shit, you know, because it's like there's the Queen of Cups there. But just be careful with that, because the Ten of Swords is saying you're gonna feel fucked over or betrayed in some way. This one flipped over by itself again. I'm telling you, there's something going on here. What is the Ten of Swords here for? I'm sorry, I just have to figure this out, because I don't... That's kind of like... makes me scared for the person. Like, I don't know why it would... It just seems extreme for something so... that doesn't matter that much. So there's actions that are taken that are underhanded, that's why, you know? Something happens to where things are not on the surface, and things are happening behind the scenes that are not being... you know, presented up front, like they just kind of, but for some reason this brings you luck. See, this like doesn't make any sense, but let's see. Wheel of Fortune. Maybe it's better for you to know it now instead of keeping on with this behavior. Like maybe you find out sooner than later and it sucks, but it's like better to know now than, you know, waste time on it. I don't know. Give me the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so it's going to lead you to this position where you're like having two different ways you could go about this. Yeah, and I feel like at that time, when that happens, like you're going to have a lot of control in that situation. You're going to already know what you want to do. Like it's not going to be very difficult. Like it's a very like calm, like you already kind of know where you're at with it and what you need to do. And then the High Priestess is just confirming that basically intuitively you know what you need to do. You know what this is and what you're dealing with. So I feel like when that time comes for you to have to take action, it's not going to be very difficult to... Like, it might be difficult to actually do it, but you already know what you need to do, you know? So, in a way, you kind of have a lot of control in that situation. It's just, I guess, are you willing to, like, let yourself have that control? Because things are hard to do, but it doesn't mean they're impossible, you know? But I guess there could be the situation where you just don't, like really you don't do it, even though you know it's the right thing to do, but you don't do it because it's hard. But it looks like you're going to have a lot of control over that situation, so I hope that that will be, like, you know, somewhat easier possible for you to do, to make that decision that you need to make. Let's see. It seems like something is going to be underhanded, like there's going to be moves made that aren't going to be in the open, in the like on the surface, like it's going to be, but like you'll know what you need to do about it, but I don't know if you will. Hopefully you will. But it's going to be like you're going to be left there with like two things you could do, this or this, and you already know what you need to do, but it's like it might be hard to make that decision. But yeah, I think there are things that are happening behind the scenes, and it could be you doing it, it could be somebody else, but it seems like there's something going on that isn't going to be apparent until later, until you already feel kind of like you were stabbed in the back in a way, you know? That came out twice, so I feel like it's a pretty heavy energy there of like feeling like that. Actions again. And feeling disappointed. The thing about the Five of Cups though too is like don't do the same thing over. Like in this situation, see, he can grab a cup from back here. He's focused on the negative, and the negative is these cups are knocked over. What he doesn't know is that these two cups are still standing. But if he did want to realize that, and he goes back and he tries to take another one, and just keep getting the same result, you know, he's going to be disappointed again. So, see this, you can climb this hill, cross this bridge, and go to this castle here, and actually find something new, and maybe even better for you. So hopefully you're able to do that. Hopefully that's the action you take, because disappointment after disappointment, it's like it's not really going to change if you keep doing that same thing, or moving in that same direction, you know what I mean? So, hopefully you're able to make a change here when it's necessary. I feel like you'll know when it's necessary too. It's just, you know, are you going to want to do that? Okay, well you can go ahead and do that if you feel like doing that. I said cheers, y'all. I'm glad you're still here. Okay, I'm sorry. I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I said cheers, y'all. I said it again. I was like, I'm not gonna do that whole like hour. Oh my god, look at the cat. She fell over. You didn't see? I don't know. I just noticed it right now. She's all, ah! Aw. I'm all laughing. It's not funny. But, hi, baby.
See next month, guys.
Okay. Okay. So let's see. What have I missed here? Actually, Auntie Murda, to me it seemed more like you are going to know more about what to do. Like, you'll kind of know what is the best thing to do. Like, you'll know what you need to kind of do, but it might be hard to actually do it. You know what I mean? Like, knowing what to do and then doing it is like, you know, as we all know, can be difficult to put it to action, even though you know it's like the right thing, or something's the wrong thing, you know you shouldn't do it, but you kind of like do it anyway. So it's like that. It's like, I hope you have the willpower to actually do what you need to do, but I feel like you will kind of, for the most part, know what you need to do. It's just doing it, you know? So. Okay. Aw, that's so sweet. Okay, thank you. Okay. So let's get you some more information then. And then you said... Okay. Yeah, I mean, we could do it that way. Like an extended reading and a personal reading, yeah. They are better, honestly, like... They really are. Like, they're... I don't know, if you look on my channel, there's a playlist that's called Personal Readings. And I think there's 3 of them on there right now that I've posted publicly. But that's kind of the gist of what one of them is like. And it is kind of like its own little personal reading. So it's kind of cool. You know, I think you will enjoy that. If you want me to answer it right now, I will. That's up to you. But yeah, I mean, that's definitely an option to get the extended later, you know? And then that's pretty much what you're asking for, right? Is the extended, so. Yeah, definitely. If you want me to do it like that, yeah, definitely. Oh wait, my email's not here anymore. So, Jenna, can you let him know what the email is? Please? Oh, it was a Taurus, huh? That's funny. Here, I'll put it. Okay, that'd probably just be a better idea, just so that we can get some more people, you know, questions answered and stuff, and we can go on to that later, though. But I really do appreciate the donation. I'll definitely do that reading for you. It is a cool experience, I mean, I think, and they've been getting really great feedback, so you're not gonna be disappointed, I don't think. Okay, okay, and then you said Robert, and then Mystic. Okay. Okay. I don't know. It's actually kind of early for us. Not for Jenna, but I can't believe, like, we're, like, already almost halfway through the reading and, or, like, maybe even a little more, and it's only 11:25. Okay, got it. For, Yahira, and Robert. Perfect. Okay. Where is my charger? Okay. So, let's get going here. Robert. Thank you for the donation, by the way. Same with you, Mystic. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. It does help me a lot, and I know you guys, you know, I do want to give you guys good readings. I want you guys to know it's worth it. Okay. Alright. I'm a Libra, and my new love interest, Kim, is an Aries. Will we end up together? Been dating only a couple months, but we have a good connection. Okay. Will we end up together like marriage or just long term, you mean? Like will this be long lasting? Well, let's use the romance angels if you don't mind. Okay. Long term, okay. So tell me about Kim and Robert here. We have an Aries and a Libra. We want to know what's going to happen with them. What is the connection between them and where is this going? Okay. Got some cards that flipped over on me. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So this is a very playful energy. It's a very, like, fun and exciting, like, maybe you guys, like, make fun of each other, kind of little playful thing like that. Like, it's, like, just, like, you joke around, and it's, like, a good vibe. And it's also, okay, religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So, I've seen this kind of be more obvious, and sometimes it's not so obvious. That maybe you guys have like certain things about the way you know, feel about religious things. Like maybe you guys both at the same time think like we both don't believe in anything. Or maybe we both believe in God. Whatever it is, like even if it's the same thing, you'd be surprised as how that's going to affect the relationship like as you get more serious. Because it will affect it in some way. So maybe it's that you guys have the same exact values, you know, regarding religion, and maybe you have completely different ones regarding religion. So, but it's just, it's being influenced by that, so. And I'm gonna get one more for that, for this, and then we'll go look at the tarot a little bit. Cool, yeah, I'll definitely get to your reading right away, okay, Auntie Murda? I'll definitely get working on that, okay, once we're done here. And Jenna, you too, of course. Okay. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So it's about manifesting. It's about, like, you knowing what you want and getting that because you already are aware. You know what I mean? Like, you're not just going into this, like, we'll see what happens. You know, you're like, no, I kind of want a certain thing. And then, like, and if you're not doing that, I feel like that's kind of the way to keep it going longer. Like, you know, knowing exactly what you're wanting out of this and striving for that, you know, not just kind of like leaving it up in the air. I'm gonna pick one more. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Okay. Nice. So not saying you're having control issues, but, you know, if you feel like... It's kind of going against what I just said. Because it's saying, like, okay, you know what you want and strive for that. But the thing, I think the key, though, about it, the reason it's coming up like that, is because it's saying, like, don't have a specific... Just because you want a certain thing out of it, like, if that's not happening, don't try to make it happen so much to where you're, like, controlling it, you know what I mean? Or, like, it's not working and you're trying to, like, make it something it isn't, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, just let it be. And if it's not something that you end up wanting, then be okay with that too, you know? Do what's best for yourself. I love this card. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. That was at the bottom. So, be yourself. You know, that's all you can really do. That's what you need to do, because then it's going to work out better. I mean, I think it definitely could be long term, especially the way you're talking about it. It doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like you guys are trying so hard to get it to be that way. It just is. So, along with that, you know, depending on what your religious factors are, because that was, you know, playing a role here. Let's look at the tarot and see what else we can find out about this. Okay? Huh? What did you say? Okay. So tell us anything else about this that we can find out. Like, is this going to be long-term? What do we need to know about this connection in regards to the question of, you know, about how long-term it's going to be or not be? Help us to understand what this, you know, what's there with this connection. What do we have to look forward to, or if anything at all? Don't press too far? Don't press too hard? Or are you saying that to me, like, to not look further, or are you saying that, like, you're understanding what I mean? Before I go any further, I don't want to, like... If you're like, leave it as it is, I don't want to know anymore. To you, okay, yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, I won't, if you know, if you don't want me to. I get what you mean. Sometimes it takes a turn and you're like, fuck, why didn't I just leave it there? So yeah, let's see. So what's, you know, what else is there to know about this connection? What do we have to look forward to here? What is something that we can expect to happen, or not expect to happen, because we don't want, like, desired specific outcomes. That's when we get disappointed. But what is in store for the situation? Change. Scorpio energy, but not necessarily Scorpio. This is not literal death, so don't freak out. But it's either talking about an ending or a death. So it doesn't have to be an ending with your relationship. It could be. Let's just look a little further. Oh. You're gonna go through some shit. Some changes. Maybe you're gonna end it, they're gonna end it with you. It looks like, though, to me more, that it's saying that you're gonna go through a change. Like a drastic one. Maybe that's what it's saying, is that, you know, you being in love is going to change you drastically. So let's see what this is talking about here. Wow. Okay, now we're on to something here. Yeah, I know, I kind of have to now, right? Like, I don't want to leave you with that either. I wouldn't do that to you. That's kind of like, wait, what? Yeah, I don't feel like it's like you guys breaking up. I mean, but let's see. I think you're going to go through a drastic change of some sort. Maybe that's just because being this energy. But what does that mean? Okay. Maybe for the first time... Well, you're the Libra, right? And the other person's the Aries. So, I wouldn't say, like, it's the first... You guys are opposite signs, I just realized. Opposites. On the wheel. On the zodiac wheel. Okay. Oh. I think that you're gonna eventually probably want to really marry this person, and the thing about it, though, is, like, or have a very committed relationship, and the thing about it, though, is, like, you're seeing something unclearly about them. I don't think it's really that they... Like, I don't think it's them acting like something they're not. It seems like when this gets very serious for you, you start to like really go through some emotions and feelings that kind of change the person you are, because maybe you're not used to being in like such a connection, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, it just reminds me of somebody who's like very in love, and that, like, I was thinking to myself before I even pulled these cards, I was like, what does that mean? Does that mean like you're gonna become like kind of jealous or like controlling because you're so like don't want to lose or like whatever, like not putting anything on you. I was just like thinking that in my mind, like that was coming to mind, like, is that what it's saying you're gonna change, or is it gonna be better that you change, like for the better, or like is it gonna make, you know, a nasty kind of energy from you? And so okay, so but it looks like you're gonna eventually want something more serious with the person, but I feel like you're kind of like hanging there waiting for some kind of more information first. And that would be wise, because here we see this information that you do feel is kind of unrealistic. Like you could maybe be idolizing her or putting her on this pedestal of like she's like you're, and it's kind of like, though, when you do that, it's kind of like you're expecting extra from her. And I don't know if that really makes her comfortable. It's not saying it makes her uncomfortable, it's just saying like the Seven of Cups is like you're looking at it in an unrealistic way. You know what I mean? Like a little bit unrealistic. And that could actually, you know, not be good for the situation. You want to see things realistically. You want to make sure that everything is exactly how you see it, you know, instead of being disappointed later or, you know, from the illusion. Okay. Okay, so, yeah, no, I see it. Someone has to take responsibility for something, but once they're able to do that, this could actually be a really good connection. Not that it isn't already, but it just seems like there's something. Maybe that's you, because this is air. The Queen of Swords, that's air, which would be you, the Libra. So it's saying basically you have to take responsibility for the fact, I'm guessing, that you're seeing something unrealistically, and maybe you should be a bit more realistic about what you're expecting from this person. Like, yeah, they're amazing and everything, but they're not Superwoman, you know? They can't save you, they can't, you know, make you all better from all the things that have hurt you in the past, you know, like a lot of people do, and what they want in relationships is someone to heal them. And it doesn't happen that way, so maybe it's just you getting realistic about that. Someone taking responsibility for something, though, and I feel like it is you, because you're the swords, the air. So that's actually kind of a good thing, you know, it turns, if you're able to do that, you know, and put your ego aside for a second, just realize, like, yeah, maybe I am kind of, like, putting it up there in such a way that is, like, if it falls, like, oh god, you know, like it's detrimental because I thought it was so perfect, you know what I mean? So just, you know, remember the person's human, but I do see this actually being quite the adventure for you, and still that connection there, you know, very close, you guys seeing eye to eye, and it's just very, it clicks, you know what I mean? So I don't see that changing, and it seems like it's going to end up being something pretty committed. So yeah, I mean, my advice is just to remember the person's human, and if they disappoint you, you know, if you really have that love for them and everything, you guys should be able to get past it, right? So yeah, and don't do that. Don't try to, well, I mean, you know, do whatever you want. I'm just saying. Playing it off is like, if you really like the person and love them, then you shouldn't have to play games like that, you know? I mean, you don't want to come on too strong, but I'm just saying, do what you feel like you need to do. It seems like it's a good connection, you know? Seems like you have a little bit of a, you know, trying to, you know, look at it different, but in a more realistic way, you know, of what you can expect to get from it. But other than that, we do have Patricia on the list right now, or I see her. Hi, Patricia. And you were on the list from last time, when I told you that I would read for you next time for sure. So I do want to make sure I get to you for sure too, because I did make you that promise. So let's do that. Unless we're on the wheel. We might be on the wheel right now. Oh wait, actually we might be on donations. We're on donations, huh, Jenna? Yeah. Oops, I forgot we have Mystic to do. And then, okay, so Patricia, just hang in there. We will get to you, okay? Yeah, no problem. Thanks for the question. Okay. Oh, wait. Well, where's my phone? It's, like, right in front of me. I went through an amicable breakup last month. I just want to know if it's possible that Michael and I will get back together. Yeah, definitely, you guys. We do have quite a list going on still, so if you're on that list, please stick around so that you don't get skipped. Also, though, if you are new, please subscribe and come back tomorrow and get on this list, okay? We'll still do new subscribers tomorrow, too. I think it's working out. It's a good idea. Okay. That cat is going crazy. Okay. So yeah, we have Yahira. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's the other person I have right here. And then okay. Okay, and then the Cashapp. Amira. Or Amira. Amira. Okay. Is that mental and emotional wellness? Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Perfect. So, let's do Mystic, and then we'll do Amira, and then we will do, Spin the Wheel, and then we'll do Patricia, okay? Perfect. Got it? Sound good? Okay. So, okay. I just want to know if it's possible that Michael and I will get back together. Okay. Let's see. Can you pick a number for me, Mystic? A number 1 through 1, 2, or 3. Out of 1, 2, or 3. Okay. Night Sky Ministries is live as well. Okay, I can't get the chat. Where can I get the chat? Oh, got it. 2. It seems like a situation that feels very much like, it's interesting. I think that this situation, the actions that are being taken right now are going to cause conflict. There's going to be arguing between you. If anything happens between you now, it's going to be some kind of arguing or conflict. And it might even be with not just you guys, but with other people as well that are, there's issues of some sort. But you feel a connection to them. You feel like they're kind of like your stability in a way. Like, even if they're really like not your actual stability, like you feel like they mean something to you in that way. You feel more stable when they're in your life and more unstable when they're not. So basically, but it's a very toxic kind of energy. It's like you're stuck to it and chained to it, almost like a, codependency in a way. Well, yeah, that's what it's resembling to me. And you walking away from this, because it's going to be one-sided, the thing is. You're putting more effort, I feel like, into the situation than them. So I don't think that you guys will be getting back together, at least not right now. The thing, though, is it's actually good for you. We have the Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. And the reason that that's there, though, is because basically you're putting this to rest, and then you're getting what you actually want in regards to a love situation. So I feel like this is going to lead you into the arms of somebody better for you. More stable, more responsible, taking responsibility for the things they're doing to you and affect how they're affecting you, and the things that they do in their own life. So it's like, I know you don't want to really hear that. Could be a water sign, could be a Gemini, Sagittarius, never mind, that's 5 of Cups. So you have some kind of feeling already that is going to be disappointing. Younger earth sign, water sign. I feel like you're going to have a few choices here. But your goal is stability, so I think it's between the two, Gemini and Sag. So look for that in the future. It seems like somebody like that is going to come around and it's going to be better for you. But this person here, I feel like it's one-sided, and that basically you're giving more than you're getting, and that's why it's probably better for you to just kind of like end it as it is, which you probably don't want to do that, but it's like, it just is that way. I mean, it's the cards are saying basically like this is better for you. Like the Wheel of Fortune's there because this is actually going to end up being a good thing for you, because it's going to get you into the arms of somebody better for you. Seemingly to me, that's what it's saying. Okay? And that person that is better for you could actually be a Gemini or a Sag, which interestingly enough, it's Sagittarius and Gemini are opposite signs. So two completely different people here. Two completely different energies you have before you to choose from. If it does turn out to be that way, it seems like it's going to be Gemini or Sagittarius, because that's the cards that came out for the next person. Okay, and then we're on... Okay, I thought we were on, we did Robert, Mystic, and then we're on Amira. So, Amira. Yeah, Amira. Does D the Leo care about how much? Oh, does he care about you and how much? Okay. What does this Leo feel for her? Can you give us an expression of his feelings for her? What we can understand about how he feels about her from his eyes. What do we need to know? That's not what you're... No. Okay, what did you want to say? What was the question? I mean, to me, that's what you were saying. That's what it seemed like it was saying to me. So can you rephrase it for me, please? Does D the Leo care about how much he... Oh, I'm sorry. How much he hurt me. Okay, gotcha. I must have read that wrong. Well, we can look into pretty much both with the same question, you know? Does he care about how much he hurt you? That'll tell us if he, you know, cares, right? Basically. So tell me about this person, how he hurt her and how he feels about it now. Does he think about it? What's his attitude toward her in his own mind and heart? Like, what is his feelings about it? Does he have remorse? Does he feel bad? Does he miss her? Like, what is the situation for him when it comes to her? You know, what is he basically feeling and thinking about it? Where is he at with it? Wow. Oh. I feel like he feels like he worked hard to collaborate with you. He tried to make it work. Like, in his mind, you might think like, what? This is what I did. You know, that happens sometimes. Projection, it's called. So I'm not saying this is what happened. Like, it could be the opposite, whatever the situation is. But basically, to me, it seems like they're saying they really did have love for you and they tried to collaborate with you. Like, they tried to make it work, but, you know, like it was a connection here and they tried to make it work. They tried really hard to make it work and collaborate with you. So the first two cards that came out were the Ace of Cups and the Tower, which tells me that, you know, they see it as it was a love situation that came crashing and burning, like everything around it just kind of fell to shit. And I guess they're basically putting that on you by saying, you know, they tried to collaborate with you, blah, blah, blah. You know, they tried, and it's like you didn't or something? No. But I don't know. I'm just saying, like, maybe you didn't. But it seems like that's kind of bullshit. Like, of course you did. But they're taking the stance of, like, they really did try. And maybe they're not coming from it in that way. Maybe they're just saying they did try, and they just feel like, not necessarily that you didn't, but that it just couldn't work still. Because it was a love situation, and, you know, it's almost like they saw you as the ideal lover, but... So what is up? Why couldn't they worked really hard, they tried really hard to collaborate, but what? You know? They weren't getting what they wanted out of it, basically. So they may not look at it like that, like, oh, they wouldn't probably say that, but this is what it is here, because the Nine of Cups, it's like somebody getting, like the genie, the wish coming true, or, you know, you having everything you need and more. So basically, what did they want out of it? They wanted their cake, they wanted to have their cake and eat it too, and that wasn't happening. Because it's not always going to be that way for them, and that's maybe what they assume because it's always been that way, but it's not always going to be that way, and that's why it's not that way with you this time. So you're like, how did they not get what they wanted? I tried so hard. The thing is, like, they're a very independent, almost fiery type, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't mean that they are an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it's taking on that vibe here because it's talking about King of Wands. So to me, that just says somebody who's very independent and very, like, kind of defensive about that. And so they could feel just, like, any type of, like, restriction at all is kind of just getting to them in a way that's not comfortable. And so they're going to put it, like, maybe that's the only way they could see it. Like, they don't understand that they're just an independent person who needs some space. Like, they see it as, like, it didn't work out. But really, they don't know that they could just, like, tweak a few things about it and maybe make it work. But it's kind of like they're blaming you in a childish way, you know? Or like trying to take the stance of, like, they tried really hard and they just don't know why it couldn't work. But, like, they're just not realizing, like, it probably could still work. It's just they need some more space or whatever, you know. It doesn't mean it's just doomed to shit though, but they think that it's kind of doomed now because of the Tower. Like, they think it kind of just ended in a burn and in a crash and burn, and that, like, basically they tried their best, you know, and they don't, you know. I think though that they need to realize that, like, it's really not like it had to have failed. It's just basically like they need some more space. They need, like, you know, some kind of independence in their relationships still. So, yeah. Yeah, exactly. He didn't. Yeah. But of course he thinks. Right. Okay. Okay, so would you like, when you do donate for another, we can do an extended. So what happens is I'll send you, like, a personal video, and then you can tell me if you want it, like, public or unlisted, and I'll totally keep it unlisted. It's up to you. It doesn't matter to me or make a difference. You know, it's your reading. But, if you look on my channel now, you can see the public ones that I have posted, and you can kind of get a vibe of what that's like to get one of those readings, and they've been getting really great feedback, so I know you're not going to, like, regret that. I don't think you will. I mean, it's a pretty cool little thing. So, that's what the extended readings are about. So, email me. Let me put my email. Oh, you just wanted a new question. Okay, I guess we could do that, yeah. Thank you, Jenna, for clarifying. Because I probably would have just kept going with that. You didn't say that. Oh my god. Okay, what's your question? And thank you for the donation, by the way. That's awesome of you. It really does help a lot. I mean, it helps me to know that, you know, you guys are kind of liking the content. Are there any returning subscribers here? just pour it down her throat and she'll get the idea. You just gotta keep doing it until she pushes back. Yeah, it's okay. You can get on the ground. I have that steamer. Will he contact me and express himself end of 2020? can we see communication from this person before the year ends? What do we need to know about communication from this person before the year ends? Before 2021, at the end of 2020, what can we find out? Like, is this person going to contact her? Like, what can we expect within, you know, the communication with this person? Oh my god, she's such a brat. She's like, no, it's mine. You can't even drink it by yourself. Kitty. Sorry, I'm just picking up some cards off the ground. There's quite a few of them. Okay. So end of 2020, will we hear from him? Will she hear from him? Not we. What can we expect in regards to communication before the year ends? Okay, so they might reach out, but here's the thing. They're not going to be committed to the situation. So if they try to act like they are, be careful with that, because they might not be. I mean, well, they won't be, is pretty much what it is. They might come in this passionate kind of, like, way and try to express something, and then it's like that, but they're going to be gone. So please, like, it's almost like I hope they don't, because it's just kind of like a mind fuck. That's not cool for people to do shit like that, you know what I mean? So, like, because if you're already feeling like you want to be with them again and then they play with your emotions like that, I don't like that. Just be careful, like, if they do come in, just try to tell your, like, I mean, anything could change at any time, but to me it seems like they are not gonna stay, you know what I mean? I wouldn't rely on that. Like, just remember what happened and why you guys broke up and how you guys broke up. Just know that they're capable of that, you know what I mean? Like, really make them prove it. It's up to you, I'm just saying. It seems, what I'm telling you is that it seems like they're not gonna be there very long, you know, no matter what they say. Because they might say something very passionate. But it seems like they're not going to be about it, you know? Yup, let me block him right quick. Fuck yeah. That's... I wish that everyone had that attitude about things. That's fucking hilarious. That's funny. Yeah, it seems like he's not very committed, you know, but he might come back in a passionate way, you know. And, like, something will be brought to light, though. I think, well, maybe it's because right now, I don't, you know, who knows. It's just at some point, like, there is a realization you have. Like, something is in the light now. Cannot be hidden in the dark anymore. And so you're having a realization about the person, and it is, you know, brings some things to light. And that's helpful to you, so. Yeah, I think there probably will be communication. For some reason, I feel like it's not going to be before 2020 is over. But, I mean, you know, that was the question, and that's what it's saying, so. At some point, there's going to be some kind of, like, return from them, but they could be trying to be, like, kind of passionate about it or act like they really care and stuff, which maybe they do, but, I mean, they're not going to stick around, so I'm just like, do they really, you know, like, maybe they do, but it doesn't seem like they're very committed, so hopefully they're, like, straight up with you about that. Like, maybe that's what the sun's here for. It's like, they're not going to hide anything in the dark, maybe they're going to let you know that they're not committed, but they do miss you or whatever it is, but... You know, Ace of Swords, there's opportunity for communication. So, yeah, I mean, I would say that that's going to happen. But just be careful with that, you know? Just be careful. So, okay. Okay. Yeah, I think she may have already... Okay, and then Ashley. That's weird. It says you donated yesterday because it's 12 right now, but it's like, that's weird. It says yesterday already. Because you like just did it, but I don't know. It's funny. It says yesterday now because the time. Okay, so all right. So Ashley, and I'm sorry, Patricia. We will get to you. Do not worry. Okay. Okay. So, let me just get to where we're at. And then, let's see here. I just found out he was, okay. Romance cards from Respect Gemini. I just found out he was in jail and I thought he blocked me. Oh, that's right, you thought he blocked you. Okay, so what are we wanting to know? Like what's between you? Because that's what I use the romance angels for usually, is to find out what's left in a situation, like if there is anything, like what you can basically expect in the future, like, you know, is it all said and done, or like, is there going to be a connection again? Like what do you, okay, all right. Gemini, a Gemini that's in jail. Weird. Those Geminis going to jail and shit. Sucks. Yeah, we know a Gemini. We know a Gemini. I don't want to say names, but you know, huh? Of course I'm not going to, but I'm just saying, like, you know. Best of luck to the person. Quit making fucked up decisions. And hope to see you soon, bro. Hopefully you can stop doing what you've been doing. What's that? Oh. Okay, or whatever, I don't know, maybe you haven't been doing it. Who knows? So let's see. What's left between you? What is this connection? Like, what is there? What is there in this connection? True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Whoa, shit. Okay. Let's see what else. Can you give me 2 more? Love yourself first. I love this. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So while this is the romance of a lifetime, it's going to be important for you to know what your worth is and to exert that, to make it apparent, not only to them, but to yourself too. Once you make it to yourself, it's apparent to everybody else, you know what I mean? Like, you know that shit and you live in it, then it's like obvious. And people know, and maybe they'll start treating you with the same respect, but maybe not. Just, you know, not everyone will, but that's basically what it's saying, is love yourself first. So let's see. Another one for this situation. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So if it's not talking about this person, I mean, we're asking about this connection with this person. So I would say it's kind of saying, like, you know, in a way have hope, and in a way manifest it. But the thing is this, like, you have to know what you're expecting from the situation. Like, don't settle for less. Like, if you need, we have certain needs in relationships, right? And don't be willing to just, like, put those on the back burner. Like, love yourself first, right? Don't be willing to, like, not allow that just because this card says calling in your soulmate. Like, if this person isn't like good enough for you that you don't have to accept it just because it's your soulmate, you know? A lot of people believe we have many soulmates in this lifetime, and some people believe soulmates aren't even really necessarily romantic. Sometimes there's just another reason they're there. But your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So to me, that's saying like you manifesting it, basically. You thinking about what you want and need, and, you know, visualizing that, and that brings you to your soulmate. So if your soulmate isn't this person, it could bring you to your actual soulmate. But since we're asking about this person, you know, it could be this person. I'm just saying that, like, if that's a person that, like, isn't for your highest good, then it doesn't matter if they're your soulmate or not. You know what I mean? So love yourself first. I think that's a really good card of advice, because it's basically saying it doesn't matter what the hell the cards say. Make sure this is what is good for you, you know, no matter what's going on. Like, make sure it's speaking to your heart in a way that's healthy, and it's what you need, you know, in a relationship. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Maybe this person will get out and you guys will see each other during holiday or around that time. Interesting. Okay. I don't want to overdo it, but I'm going to pull one more. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I think a really, really important part of this reading, though, Ashley, is the love yourself first aspect of it, okay? Please remember that no matter what the cards are saying, one of the cards was love yourself first. So if you're not doing that, all the other things that it said could basically be shit, you know what I mean? If you're not loving yourself first. Like, it's gonna take that for you to actually be in a relationship that's good for you to even know what that is, you know what I mean, first of all. But it's like, if you're not loving yourself first, it's kind of like, how could the other things happen or take place or even be a part of the situation? So I feel like definitely don't be forgetting about that card. Don't forget about that part, okay? Like, there's a reason it came out second, you know, out of 5. So it's like, obviously one of the most important aspects of it, which I feel like for anyone, that's one of the most important aspects of any relationship. But I'm just saying, this reading specifically, that's the order it came. So it's not like it was last, you know, it was second. So, like, all of these other things probably can't happen unless that happens, right? Pragya. I don't know if that's how you say your name exactly, but please come back tomorrow. Hi, Tam's Era. Okay, how's S feeling about me? Are we doing that one, or are we doing... I thought we spun the wheel or something. Who did we spin the wheel and get? Okay, it's all good. Okay, so how does S feel about me, right? For Patricia. Can you guys like this video? Whoever is here, if you haven't already, please go ahead and like this. Oh shit, look at this. This is like my fucking least favorite card. That and the Seven of Pentacles, because it's like, they're just, it's like, don't wait around for people, and people that aren't committed, but act like they are. Like, well, not that they're acting committed, but they're acting passionate, like they're there with you, they're in it, they feel like you do, right? And you feel like, okay, maybe this means something, this could go somewhere, and then they're gone. So it's like they're feeling passionate, but then they're not going to hold out, is what I feel like. Their feelings about you is it's a passionate connection that burns out quickly, you know? Like the feelings were very strong, but it wasn't enough to hold it up, and it might not even be personal, it could just be because that's just, they're non-committal in general. That's what the Knight of Wands is, basically. You can't hold him in any one position or place for very long. But he is very passionate, so it's like when he's there, oh, he's all there, you know, and it feels like it's real, and it feels like, not that it isn't, but it feels like it's gonna go somewhere, and it feels like they feel the same way. But it doesn't always happen that way, and yeah, obviously it's a situation that's heartbreaking for you, and I feel like you're giving a lot of yourself to the person, and probably not getting the same thing in return. Maybe you felt like at some point you were giving them something they didn't have, so you felt like you were really helping them out, and like they would want to reciprocate, and then, but it's heartbreaking because you see that like they don't really want to make it, you know, last, or stay there during hard times, and you know, push through and actually have some committed type things. So unfortunately that, but maybe fortunately, maybe that's better for you not to be in this person's life, but nonetheless, it seems like it's heartbreaking for you to have that kind of realization, or to feel that, you know, that person kind of not wanting to be there really all the way. And now it kind of like makes you fearful a bit, kind of like wondering, because they probably did act like they were really into it, and now you're kind of like, well, you feel like everyone's fake around you, or you feel like, you know, you just don't know what's next, like who's going to do what, and what are the, you know, you don't trust people, basically, is what I feel from that. So unfortunately, that's what it's left you with for now. But you will get past that. You know, you're going to have to put it to rest. At some point, you're going to have to realize that it's not your fault, and that basically some people are just like that, but you don't have to let it ruin your life or your trust with other people, you know. It's hard to do that, but I mean, it's possible. Like at some point, I see you putting it to rest and being able to relax and not feeling so hypervigilantly, like looking for somebody to fuck you over every second because you just know they're going to. At some point, you're going to be able to put that to rest and rest easy knowing that it wasn't you who did this. You didn't deserve that. It's not because of anything you did, really. It's just that person did that. There's nothing you could have really done to change that, you know? So yeah, it's like that realization. Just give it time, you know? As the seasons change, you'll realize these things. It hurts, but it takes time. Once time has passed, hopefully you'll be able to get that understanding of the situation, like I'm saying. And that's what it seems to me. Like, it's just, you know, it's an experience you have to go through, and then it's a phase. It phases out, and then you're more wise, basically, you know? And hopefully not blaming yourself, because that's not helpful, and it's really not accurate, you know? So you don't want to be doing that. Okay. So are we on K, or are we spinning that wheel? Are we spinning the wheel now, or are we on K? We're at 3 hours, guys. Woo! We just hit 3 hours, dude. Check that out. High five. We're probably gonna go to like 5, huh? Because we have quite a few people on this list still. Oh yeah, because the wheel was for the returning subscribers, that's right. Will M reach back out? What's the communication looking like between M and K? M and K. Hopeful? Aquarius, maybe? No, I'm sorry, scratch that. The person's on a streak of like wanting to be independent and wanting to do their own thing. And so they're gone, they're off, and they're doing their own thing. And in the name of like, you know, basically what they feel is more stable for them. But here's the thing, they are just that kind of person who needs to be, you know, have their time. Or at least right now they just need to have their time. So basically, so But basically right now what the situation is like, you're going to be waiting around a while, because if you are waiting or choosing to do that, because they're on this like Queen of Wands tip, which is, I'm going to do what I want, I'm not going to ask permission, I don't need to know how you feel about that, I'm doing what I'm doing because I want to do that, and I have that right. You know, it's basically just being very sure of yourself and knowing what you want and going for it. So just being very independent in that energy. So that person is not trying to, you know, slow down, explain it to you, and try to, you know, do the whole like thing. They're just doing them. And they're not even, they don't care, that's what they're gonna do. So, but there is, I felt like it was kind of like, you know, have faith. But now that it's saying the Four of Cups, it's saying like have faith that basically like that's the situation, like, you know, I mean, that's what you can look forward to, is basically them being very cut off. That's what they are right now. And they could have you blocked or something. Like, it could be like they're, anything that you're trying to offer them, like any kind, like, see how this hand in this cloud is like, has a hand coming from it and is offering him the cup. Like, I'm offering you, you know, hey, what's going on? And they're just like, nah, It's very, like, very stubborn. Almost to the point of, like, too stubborn for their own good. Like, they're not even accepting, like, anything, and it's just kind of ridiculous. So I feel like you're going to be waiting a while. If you are deciding to wait, you're going to be waiting a while. And I hate this card. It's another card that I hate out of the tarot, because it's like, don't wait. You know what I mean? Waiting. It's like, you got a life to live. Like, who does that? Like, people do it though. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, don't do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, do whatever you want, but I'm just saying, like, that's like, it's a waste of time. You know what I mean? Life's short. We don't need to be doing this like this. Like, you don't wait. You go and get what you want out of life. You go and make it happen. But the thing is, sometimes it's not up to us, and you can't make anyone do anything. So if you're wanting them in your life, you're going to be waiting a while, basically. So, I don't see them reaching back out right now. I think it's because, though, that they're trying to basically make something happen for themselves, and they think it's, like, going to make them more stable. They feel better in that energy, you know? He's Aqua, I'm Aries. Okay, so yeah, he's very closed off right now and wanting to just be independent and go his own way, so. Yeah, screw that, LOL, I'm not waiting. Love it. Good girl. Okay. Yeah, he's taking on kind of an immature stance in a way. Like, that's fine, he wants to be independent and go his own way, that's not immature. It's just the way he's going about it is kind of not really adult or straightforward, you know what I mean? It's kind of just like, huh, well, I'm just gonna, and it's like, whatever, dude, then go and be like that. I don't, you know, it's just kind of childish, but, yeah, I do have a pretty deep voice. Thanks for noticing. I'm not transgender, though. That's a good question. I like that. Okay. It's fair, you know. I think it's fair. I've looked at myself before, like, I look like a dude. Like, I look like a boy. My boyfriend's like, no, you don't. I'm like, yeah, I do.
Did you really say that?
So I guess I could see what you mean by that, you know.
Did you say that to
I see
me?
where you're coming from.
Dang, did you just say that to me?
Yeah.
Huh.
Huh?
Is that a problem with my high voice?
I think it's funny.
It's a high voice.
Okay. Who are we on now?
Falsetto.
Jenna's like, I think that was a troll. You do not look like a boy. Aw. You don't look like a boy. Aw, well, thanks, you guys. I don't look like a boy. That's nice. I'm just kidding. Thank you. No, damn it. I thought it was a boy. Fuck.
They were showing you they looked like they had a life, right? See.
Your dog agrees. Aw.
My puppy. My
Why is this
puppy.
on-
Can you give him his treats in that drawer?
Christmas.
Oh. Buzzy baby. Yeah, I love him. Okay, so are we on Namrata? Ma'am, can you please tell me about my career? Will I be able to clear my exam in 2021 or probability? Thank you. Okay, so let's see. Okay. So, tell me about my career in 2021. We're seeing a lot of money coming in, or basically a situation where you're feeling a lot more stable. And, you know, usually though, that means money. So I feel like you're making a lot of money. Something you kind of just did spur of the moment, or something that is kind of like a hasty decision that actually kind of leads to something. Or maybe, okay, well wait, let's see where this is going. You hastily, just out of nowhere, decide to up and leave something behind. Maybe you feel like you have the money, or you're fearful of something, or maybe it makes you fearful of something. Hang on a second, what's the 9 of Wands? Yeah, I think you're worried about your stability, the situation of your stability. You leave something behind either because you think that it's better to do that, or, yeah, to me it seems like you think it's a better choice to leave something behind because of your stability. Like, you think it would be a missed opportunity maybe if you don't leave it now and, you know, take on something else. Of course, I hate it when, like, you know, I mean, I love it, positivity, when, you know, something's looking a little vague and then the moon card comes out, because it's like, no shit, like, you know what I mean, like, no shit. Yeah, we get that there's clouded thinking. There is well, Taurus, Pisces, possibly, Taurus, Pisces, it's a situation of, like, tradition. Maybe it's a traditional type job, or it's a job that people would be more accepting of. But you leave in a confused state. Like, you leave this very abruptly, you think it's better for you to leave, and then you're kind of worried about what you're going to do next. So I feel like it's a little unstable for your job next year. Like, I don't know if the 10 of Pentacles in the beginning was talking about, like, you're starting out with a lot of money. Like, you start out in a stable way, but then for some reason you just know that, like, you have to leave, and you just do. Like, all of a sudden, like, just one day. It's almost like you're at work, or you're working, and right then and there, right that day, like, not even the night before, you just decide to up and leave. Like, it's very hasty, and then you end up feeling a little bit worried about, like, how you're gonna, like, make it work after that. Like, okay, what's next? Like, you know, I feel like maybe someone had something to do with it, like, told you something that maybe you felt like you had to leave because of that or something, because you're, like, hyper vigilant about what's gonna happen next. Like, somebody did something to you almost. So maybe you just are worried that people aren't giving you a chance for something else, or there's some reason you're feeling a bit fearful. What is the 9 of Wands here for? Queen of Cups and the Magician. So you're worried about manifesting. You feel like you just don't have what it takes, or like you don't have, like, people don't have sympathy for you, or they don't see where you're coming from. I don't know. I think it's going to be a pretty unstable year for you for work. I hate to say that, but it seems as though that's the case. It seems like there's just a lot of confusion surrounding the situation. You're not sure what you want, what you need. You don't think people will give you a chance. And it's a lot of fears. It's a lot of, like, built up fears on the inside, you know? And it's, like, may not even really be really what people are feeling about you like you think, but it feels that way to you. And so just be careful with any hasty decision making. You know, it seems like you are quite miserable at a certain situation. You decide to leave, like, right then and there, all random, you know? And so yeah, so try to just stay focused on one thing at a time, you know? Try to just stick with what you have before you have something else, you know? Or I mean, until you have something else. Try to not, like, just up and leave a situation if it is stable somewhat, even if it's miserable. Like, you might end up regretting that and being in a worse situation, so just try to, like, stick with what you do have now. And, you know, work on getting something else so you can kind of transition instead of transitioning into nothing and freaking out because you have nothing. You know what I mean? Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, I think you will be able to turn it around. I think that's good advice. I think you'll be able to turn it around if you're able to do that. Don't leave something hastily. Don't just like not even think about things and act. You know what I mean? That's never going to be a good option. Sometimes randomly it is, but like, especially because of how much trouble it seems to cause you after, try not to make any hasty decisions if you can help it, okay? Try to just think about things before you take action, which it seems simple enough, but nevertheless, that's what the cards are that's what your reading says, so I'm just letting you know. That'd be a good idea to try and do that. Okay. Hi, Sing and Dance. Please subscribe and come back tomorrow. And we'll get your question answered, okay? If you can get here. So who's next on the list? Okay, Alpha 11. Can you tell me Becca's current feelings and thoughts towards me? I found out some 411 in regards to our situation. Then I saw her a couple days ago, and I wasn't like I usually am, and vice versa. So you found out some information. Okay. What is their current thoughts and feelings for you? Current thoughts and feelings for you. Interesting. So, I think they still care and they want to talk to you. And they want to give you something. Maybe they want to say something to you. They want to say they still care. They want to say they still have feelings, something along those lines. They want to give you some kind of... They want the opportunity to, you know, speak with you on something. And King of Cups, that's pretty good. That's saying that basically they still care, they still have feelings, is what I would say to me. That's what it seems like. So regardless of this information that they heard, they want you to know they still care and have feelings, or they still care about you, they still feel the same or whatever. They want to open up to you about their feelings. Yeah. I think they are interested. And the thing is, they want, you know, someone to take responsibility for something. Maybe they just want you to say how you feel too. They're like, can you just, like, see how her hand's out right there? So it's like, can you just cut to the fucking chase? What is it? Tell me how you feel. I'm tired of just sitting here, like, guessing and whatever it is, you know, between you, the situation. Like, they want you to just come forward and stop being so weird. You know how you guys were both weird with each other, or it wasn't the same, you said? So I think that they're just like, can we not do that next time? You know? Can we just, like, be how it was? You know, it seems like they're just, like, they want to express to you that, like, basically nothing's changed, you know, for them. They probably feel the same exact way as you. Like, they feel like something's changed. They just don't know, like, what to think, and they're feeling the same way. Or you're feeling the same way, like, you know, like, why has shit changed? Shit's just kind of changed. I heard basically that she or her mother did some spiritual work towards me, and I don't know if it's true. I agree, we have been weird, and I want her to come out. You get me? Well, okay, you have to think of, like, the source of the person who told you that. Like, what would their MO be in telling you that? Because if somebody... That's interesting, though. You're waiting for more information. You are sitting there, not sure what action to take next, and because you're waiting for more information before you proceed forward. Interesting. So, like, tell me about this spiritual work thing. Is this really going on? Tell me what you can tell me about this. How can we understand the situation? How can we give them some clarity, leave them with some clarity here? What do they need to know? Can you tell us? Can you confirm to us? New beginning of some sort? The birth of something? The birth of a death. So basically, the beginning of the end. One-sided, hard work. Disappointment, and then you're going to be leaving. So, weird. Alright. Okay. So, it's odd. It's very fucking exactly what you just said. Basically, something's coming to light. Something is going to come to light that was in the dark before, and I'm not saying necessarily, like, they're doing that spiritual work on you. I mean, they very well could be. I just don't know, like, how I would determine that. It doesn't seem to me like that's what it is. Like, I feel like it would kind of more, like, be a more obvious indication. Like, I can't think right now which cards would mean that for me. Like, yeah, they're doing spiritual work on you, but there would be something that would make sense. In these cards, I don't see it as that, but what it's saying is something came out into the light. And because of the disappointment, you're going to end up walking away from it, or they are. But the disappointment has to do with them or you doing something and accepting something, you know, the same over and over. See the cup? Like, they're negative about this because they're seeing these cups are knocked down. And these cups are still standing. So basically, they're still positive here, right? But if they keep reaching back and getting the same result, they're going to keep getting disappointed. So it's almost like they just don't want to live out the same thing they've been living out with you, or they want a different result. But they're not getting a different result. So maybe you're going to decide to just end it. Or end any kind of, like, association, because you have the Ten of Wands, which is telling me that you feel like it's one-sided. You feel like you're putting in all this effort, or like you care more and the other person doesn't. Like, you just feel like you're doing all the work, basically. So it seems like you're going to end up you're going to end up being disappointed in the connection in general. Whatever this connection is, it seems like you're going to you're going to get over it and want to leave it because it's not, you just feel like you're doing all this extra work. Yeah, she keeps doing the same thing over and over, like, we are good, and then she trips out of nowhere. So I'm ready to end it. Exactly, that's how I feel doing it all. Yeah. Sorry to hear about that, but I mean, yeah, I'm glad it resonates. It's good it resonates. I just realized I look really pissed off right now. I'm not, but it's called that resting bitch face thing. Sorry about that. Just know I'm not pissed. I feel like I look really angry and like just, and it's just not the case. I don't know why that happens, but don't take that the wrong way. So, okay. It seems like eventually you are going to walk away is what I saw. Like, it's not even like, should you, it's like, that seems like that's what's, it seems like you're gonna come to that conclusion on your own. Like, to me it seems like you will. That's what it seemed to me, like how it's gonna play out. Like, you are gonna end up walking away. Seemingly. Seemingly. Getting all itchy right now. But Marlon and I aren't talking consistently, but he watches my social media. It's like weird. I'm told he'll have the courage to come towards me in January. He already bought a ring, and his mom is involved in the plan. Okay. Is that who we're on? I'm sorry. Giving it to me sometime in June. How does Marlon mom feel that he wants to propose to me? Is that who we are on? Yeah. Because baby girl isn't here, so. Okay. Oh, and his mom is involved. Plan on giving it to me in sometime in June. How does Marlon's mom feel that he wants to propose to me? Okay. Gotcha. How does Marlon's mom feel that he wants to propose to you? So, let's see. How does she feel about this situation? Hi, Pinkie Pie. How does his mom feel about this situation? Okay, she thinks it's toxic. Okay, wait. Aquarius and Capricorn. Do those play a role in this? Because that's what these cards represent. But are you guys Capricorn and Aquarius? Is that what you're saying? No, it's not necessarily that it's toxic. It's saying, like, it could be saying that basically there's a pull to each other. See how they're chained to this devil character here? They're chained to him. So it's like something that you feel chained to. Something that you feel chained to. Like you feel a pull towards it. Almost like it's hard to just, you know. Especially if there's a ring involved, it's obviously difficult. So, I mean, it could be a toxic thing. You never know. It just seems he's a Cancer, Leo cusp, Cancer sun, Scorpio moon. I'm Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Pisces rising. Okay. So, they're like have hope in it that there's going to be something toxic, or to me, it just feels like there's a pull, and he is closed off right now, so it's uncomfortable as hell. She's hoping maybe that it's going to be toxic because of his. Maybe it's her fault that he's not speaking. Why isn't he speaking? To pull from him or move on right when that's when he got the news. It seems like maybe his mom has something to do with it. Yeah, I'm told she probably told him something and he doesn't want to talk to her or something like that. I don't know why he's not speaking now. He was going through things and working on himself, but I don't know. So let's ask that. What is he going through? Because I feel like she almost... Okay, so when I see this and we're asking how she feels about it, it's almost like she's hoping that it's toxic or that it becomes a situation that's, like, bad. because of the closed offness. So I almost feel like she has something to do with the closed offness on his part. Like, maybe she's making it so he can't reach out to you in some way. I don't know how she could do that, but you know what I mean? Like, there's... What is the mother's influence in this situation? Does the mother have an influence here? What is her significance, or what is her role she's playing here, if anything? If anything, actually, she's playing the peacemaker. The keeping things balanced. What does that mean to her, though? Keeping things balanced. Things are unbalanced. So, it's one or the other, she's saying, basically. That's what I was saying, is like, to her, what does unbalanced mean? Does that mean, like, now her life is unbalanced because her son is about to marry, and she doesn't want that? Like, it, you know, balance could mean anything. And to her, to everybody's gonna be different. So it's not always, like, what literally balance is, which would, like, we would think mean a healthy thing, which would be giving your son the freedom to do that. But no, I'm asking because it seems like there's, like, what does balance mean for her? And so we're talking about, you know, there's no balance. But the thing is, her question is, which one is more important? That's what it is. Balance it out. You have to choose. That's kind of how I see it. What is it? Is that true? Like, confirm for me what that's saying. Does she really has high ideals for him, like to make money or something, or to be very successful, rich, or have a lot of stuff? Like, she wants him to do well. Like, it's like he has to, like, he's got to make the judgment on, you know, does he want something from the past, which is with you? Or does he want to strive for something else? And why can't he have both, right? Why can't he have both? Why can't he do that at the same time? To me, it seems like the mother has some kind of influence on this. Is this going to happen? Like, tell me in, you know, what is going to happen, in this next year with 2021? What can we see? Well, let's use the romance angels for this, okay? Just to get this straight. What is 2021 for this connection? 2021, what can we see in this connection? What can we see happening for them? What can we see happening for these two in 2021? What is their situation in 2021? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So no matter what the case may be now, it seems like that's going to change, and it's not going to matter because it's going to work out, like, seemingly, from this point, you know? Anything can change tomorrow or at any second, you know? We have free will, so we can do whatever we want. And of course, any course of action we decide to take, any action we decide to take, or, you know, move we decide to make, is going to change the whole course of action. So, but from this reading, it's saying this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So, and it's worth waiting for. Let's get one more. It seems like it's not even that she doesn't like you. It seems like she's just smothering or trying to her, that would put her off balance to have him go and do that. Seemingly. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So I think, like, the reason that I'm saying, like, whatever the case may be, is because to me it seems like it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, he's still going to come through, and it doesn't matter what his mom says or wants, really. I mean, sucks, but it's like he still is. I feel like he wants this, so that's why it's going to happen, you know? So hopefully he's able to use what he has left of his fucking free will and make that happen. Yeah, it is ultimately up to him. So, you know, I know that he feels, I mean, I think that he wants that. So it just depends on what people do and if they go for that. But unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Maybe that's what he's feeling right now. I don't really think so, though. Maybe it's saying it can't keep going in the way that it is now. Like, you know, there's not enough there to keep it going, and that you guys aren't communicating. Like, you can't hold on to something that's not there, right? You can't hold on to something that isn't giving anything to you. So it's not like that, but, like, you know, literally, you haven't talked to him. You don't know what's going on. So you couldn't continue it in that way. You just couldn't. That doesn't, how? Then it wouldn't even be anything. You're just kind of continuing with yourself, you know, and thinking that he's there when he's not. So it's like, if he continues not communicating, then I see how you couldn't do that, you know. So like I said, you know, it's going to be up to him to take those actions, and maybe hopefully he'll be able to you know, do what he needs to do to make that happen. Yeah. Well, yeah, it seems like, you know, if he's willing to put the effort out there, I don't see why not. But his mother, like, if he allows other things to kind of control the situation, then that's what's gonna happen, you know? So it's kind of like you have to, again, though, I wouldn't be waiting around for people and stuff, but you know, the cards here could even be saying, you know how it said worth waiting for? It's saying, like, it could, and you already have met the romantic partner you seek. It doesn't even necessarily have to be him. It could be somebody else that you already know, you know? It could be somebody else. And the reason it would say worth waiting for if it is somebody else is because basically, like, this whole thing that's happening right now, you know, is a bunch of shit, and it's gonna all blow over, and then, you know, when you meet that person that's for you, it'll have been worth waiting for. You know what I mean? So it's not even necessarily like it's just this person that you have left in your life and that's it. You know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily have to mean that. It could be somebody else that you already know. But I feel like either way, I feel like you kind of have already met this person. And maybe you never looked at him that way or whatever, but you know him. And, you know them, you know of them at least. The romantic partner you seek, so the right one. Maybe it's just, you know, you haven't found it yet. But you have, you just don't know because you don't look at it in that way. It's interesting. Pure love. Anyone who's left here that's on the list, please go ahead and just post your question now, and I'm going to look back at them and I'm going to answer them real quick, I'm going to knock them out. Yeah, everyone that's here still on the list, just go ahead and post, and I'm going to do all of them right now. Because I know not everyone is here still. So I just want to know who's here and like what questions. What are Scorpio's current feelings towards me? I'm a Sag. Initials MB. So Scorpio's feelings towards the Sag. Or I'm sorry. Yeah. Scorpio's feelings towards the Sag. They're seeing things in an unrealistic way. This could be good or bad. Basically, though, they're not seeing it in a real way, in a way that's realistic, you know? So it could end with disappointment there, but for some reason, there's good luck in this situation. What is that? I think if they collaborate with you more, they're going to feel like they have a lot more control of that situation. You know what I mean? Scorpios, anyway, I feel like have to kind of be in control in some way, or they want to know, like, what's going on with everything at, like, all times and stuff, because they're kind of skeptical. So, like, they'll feel more in control if they'll open up to you and collaborate more, which, it's like, if you're with a Scorpio, it's like, nothing is halfway. It's not going to be like they're not going to trust you. They're either going to trust you or they're not, and if they don't trust you, they're probably not going to be with you, because they don't really do that. You know what I mean? They have a very tight-knit circle of people. Not that they don't have people in their life that they can't trust. It's just that, like, if you're gonna get involved, like, they need to, like, have trusted you at some point into, you know, feel like you're a good person in their life or something at some point, so that they even like allow you into that space. So I mean, if they're not able to open up with you now, it's like that's a problem. But if they're able to communicate and collaborate with you, then I feel like they'll feel like they have more control over it, you know? And that's what they need to do. Now I don't know if they're going to be willing to do that, but that's what they need to do, is collaborate with you more. No, I'm not a medium, no. Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. I can't do anything like that because my mother passed away, and I would just hate to like have somebody. I just don't fuck with stuff like that because, first of all, I'm not a medium, but second of all, I would never fuck with shit like that because that's a very personal thing, and it's just very sensitive for people. Like, I know how I would feel if somebody told me some shit and it just, that shit affects people. Like, hardcore, you know? So I'm not even about it at all, no, sorry. Just being honest, you know, I don't want to like ever do something like that because I'm not gonna fake that kind of a, not that people that do that are fake, I just like, I'm not gonna like lie and say I can and like try to, that's so fucked up if people do that to me. Like if they're lying and they don't really have messages from people, like that's fucked up. And I'm not gonna be like that, like just to make money or something, no. I don't do stuff like that. Sorry, but like, I feel like it's a good thing. Because then you know I'm not like just trying to lie to you and get something out of it. Wow, can you give me that person's information? Text it to me because I'd really like to know. Like, I want to see if there's anything there, if I can find out anything. I don't know. I probably shouldn't fuck with that shit, but I kind of am interested. Okay. That it's actually really cool. I'm kind of interested. I'm really interested, but I'm kind of scared too, but cool. Okay. And just tell them I know you or something. I'm just going to say that that's how I heard about them. Okay, so who are we on? Oh yeah, their current feelings for you. So I think that they, yeah, they're seeing things unrealistically. So wait, let's see how they feel though. Scorpio card. Yeah. I think they do want to come forward to you. And that's probably what they're going to be doing. The Death card is the Scorpio card, by the way. So that's what they're going to be doing. But, again, I feel like it's kind of going to be based for them off a little bit of insecurity. Like, they need to kind of fix that. For some reason, there's something about you that makes them... Like, they need to open up more, is what I mean. Like, when I say collaborate, I mean they need to, like, work with you more and say how they feel and what they're thinking and what they're worried about. And start, like, talking about that with you so they don't have to feel like that. Because later on, that's going to be problems if they're not able to address that. But right now, it seems like they do have feelings and they're probably going to be headed towards you. Or at least that's, you know, the idea. The hope, the plan. I think they're planning on doing that, or at least that's what they want to do. They think about doing. Okay, so, sorry, my eyebrow itches. Okay, on my first intimate relationship, how's it going to look like? Because sometimes I feel I may fail, or I fall in problems or troubles. I may fall into problems or troubles. On my first intimate relationship. Tell me about their first intimate relationship and what that's like. You probably meet them through a mutual friend. Could be somebody you already know from your past. Like, you never considered in that way before. And it actually could lead to marriage, maybe. It also, you know, the Hierophant sometimes means marriage. Sometimes, though, it means a Taurus. That's the Taurus card. Could be a Taurus. It could be something that people around you are kind of, like, socially, they would accept that kind of relationship. Like, it's not too much of an age gap or kind of, like, different cultures or anything, different religions or whatever the case is for you that would make it, like, kind of, like, not acceptable. Like, it would be more traditionally acceptable, probably, within your community. Like, people can kind of see you guys together, like, that would work and be accepted and supported. Like, people almost, like, it's almost like they want to push for that for you guys. So you can meet this person through a mutual friend. And if not, if it's not somebody you kind of already have met before but never looked at it in that way, like, with them, then it's a feeling like you've known them before. It's nostalgia, you know? It's a familiar feeling. So it could lead to marriage. Let's see. Yes, we're from different cultures. Could lead to pregnancy. Be careful if that's not something you want. The Empress a lot of times means pregnancy. It doesn't have to, though. It just means the birth of something. So it is the start of kind of a new phase of your life. Something new and something exciting. You know, something, a relationship, you know. It's something. Something's going to happen there for sure. It's the start of something. Anything else we need to know about this? Yeah, well, yeah, it's something you just kind of jump into blindly, but it is the start of a new adventure. And thankfully, the Queen of Pentacles is here, because it's kind of saying, like, it's going to lead to, something stable, which is good. But you might be a bit lonely in the connection. Maybe they work a lot or something. Because the Queen of the Queen of Pentacles, she has her pentacle there, you know, but she looks kind of lonely, right? She's kind of alone. And so to me, it kind of seems like a relationship that's stable and has the money or has what you need, basically, like within, like, your priority, like your basic needs are being met, but then it's like you might be a bit lonely, maybe because they work a lot or something like that, you know. I feel like you've met him before, but you may have never looked at him in that kind of way, like romantically, you know. So, okay. What does Aries think or feel about me truly, and do they have anything at all to do with the messages the universe is trying to hint at me when I see the synchronicities 222 333 444? You know, I don't know much about numbers like that. But, thank you, Mobile, more. So let's see, though. What does Aries think or feel about me? I think that they're right now basically very independent in their mindset, which makes sense for an Aries. Like, this is totally makes sense for them. Just not even asking permission. They know what they want. They're going about life in that way, and they're not asking for permission. Like, they're not going to, like, hold back and let you know what's going on. They're just doing them. And so very, you know, it makes sense for an Aries, right? But, like, they are trying to make themselves more stable, and that's what they strive for in a relationship as well. Like, something that's going to not take away from their stability in life, or something that's going to add to it, basically, if they don't feel stable now. But they've been doing a lot of thinking about it, like a lot of thinking, like very in their head and very trying to figure out like what is the best thing for them. Like, it's that self-check moment of like hermit. It's that time where you just do that time by yourself because you don't really know like what's going on or what you want or need, so you have to kind of like figure it out on your own without outside influence. So that part's covered, but you know, basically he's wanting something more stable. I think he's wanting something that's like he can actually depend on, which has probably not been the case for him in the past. So you know, if you know better than I do, if you know whether or not he looks at you as a stable person that he can lean on or not. And so if you are that person, I think there's a chance, because that's what, but I don't know if he's like looking in your direction. It just seems like that's what he wants and would need in a relationship and is like concerned with now. So, but if you guys had a past or some kind of thing where it ended badly, or you looked very unstable in some way, then I would say that he's probably not going to consider it, because right now it just seems so hardcore that he's wanting, like, really focused on like basically what's going to be the most stable thing. Like, it's time to grow up, and it's time to like, you know, get real about my stability and what's, you know, good for me and not. So, I mean, if you guys had any kind of a crazy past, I feel like he's probably not really considering it, you know, because he knows that something out there can be stable. But if he doesn't feel that way about you now, it's like, I'm not saying it can't ever change, but from this point, it seems like he's looking for something stable. So, if that's not you, then there you go. Oh no. Cars are getting wet. All right. So let's see. In relation to this topic, do I treat him the way I should? Do I treat him the way I should? Hey, you know what? Get an extended reading. We'll talk about that, okay? I just want to get everyone kind of answered, but if you want to look further into it and we can look into other things, you know, then definitely email me, okay? Leo Lunacy Tarot. Thanks for coming. Thanks for asking a question, and I hope that you'll email me if you want an extended, okay? I'm down. Let's look into that. That's a good observation there. See, you're willing to say that though. You're willing to, like, you know, you're willing to see it in that way, that maybe you can change something and make it more comfortable. That's good. That's a really mature thing. Yeah, no, I'll definitely do it for you. I don't mind. I just, yeah, I just want to do it, like, after everyone else. So, like, I could do it here, but I'd rather do an extended for you, if that's fine with you. What's interesting is that, like, right now I'm shuffling this deck, and, like, the only card that's flipped over by itself is, Leo. Interestingly enough. 'Cause you're Leo Lunacy Tarot. Okay, okay, so yeah, just definitely email me. Okay, no problem. Jacqueline. Yeah, Jacqueline, go ahead and post. So we have Manzi, Viswa, Gina, Dr. Victor, Real, Shivani, and Haritha, and Sharmila. If you guys are here right now, please go ahead and post your question, and I will answer that for you, okay? But if you aren't here, we're gonna skip ya. How does Osvaldo feel about me? Can you guys like this video if you haven't already too? How does Osvaldo feel about you? What are their feelings about you? They feel that it was something exciting and adventurous, but it was short-lived. Or if it hasn't happened yet, then right now they're thinking that that's what it's going to be, is like, see, this Knight of Wands is a person who's very passionate, very into a good time. Yeah, we're going to have a great time. It's fun, and they're charming, and they're enthusiastic, and it's great. But then they're, like, not a committal type, so it's short-lived, you know, it burns out quick. And it's a very happy situation, but then it burns out quick, you know what I mean? It's exciting, it's new, it's fresh, it's like fun, you know, but it's all surrounded around that Knight of Wands, which is like, yeah, it's fun and exciting, but it's not commitment or material, you know what I mean? So I think that they're ready for something fun, but I don't think that they're really, yeah, I don't think that they want something serious. That's the thing. Maybe they'll change their mind, but right now it seems like that's what they're seeing it as, you know. So, yeah. Don't you hate those summer things? Those summer things. It's like that May to November. I mean, sorry, May to December. My situation was May to November, but it's May to December, right? They call it May to December relationships. Okay. I think we're done, you guys. We're about 4 hours in. Can you believe it? Whoever's still here, high five. We did it. And you guys did it with me. Okay. I think that's it, you guys. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Have a good night, you guys. Thanks for being here, and I hope you liked the readings and this live. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, okay? So come get at me. Bye. Good night.